It's a beautiful house, and right now it's in chaos.
Sad is the condition of my house. Carol brings things in, but very little of it leaves.
You know what? I don't give a rat's ass. I don't owe anybody anything, and that includes Dave.
She is supposed to be taking care of him.
It's like he's a prisoner. So I despise her for that.
That's not right to let another human being live like that.
At this point, I don't even care, and that's how I feel.
This is a massive hoard.
How come they're throwing away furniture? Why?
If Carol's gonna have that kind of emotional reaction, it's gonna be a long day.
Keep her out of my face. I'm tired of this. Leave it.
We're gonna get rid of it.
No,
we
you're
have
not
help
getting
today.
rid of it. Don't you touch it or I'll slap your face off.
My name is Carol, and all of my life I've done music and art. They've been my passions. It's a beautiful house, and right now it's in chaos. It's easy to happen if you're interested in a lot of stuff and you collect it. You know, eventually things can get out of hand, and it's all my fault.
My name is Dave. Carol is my wife. I think Carol is a hoarder, absolutely. Carol brings things in, but very little of it leaves. At this point, the house is full, and I mean full. Sad is the condition of my house.
I've always been interested in a lot of things. I've collected a lot of things. And I especially like that elusive thing that maybe I'm shopping for, you know, something special. I'm the bad guy, okay? So what?
I'm Kevin, and Carol is my stepmom. When you walk in the house, it's stacked up to the opening. You go down the hall, which is full, you can't get in it. There's a hall that goes to the breakfast room, packed, 5-foot-high stacks upon stacks of stuff. You go into the kitchen, full. You can't open the back door because it's full. The back porch, full. Can't get into the bathrooms, full. 3-story house, totally packed. Everything is full of crap. I can't believe the windows haven't blown out from all the stuff. The poor house wants a break.
It's taken years, and gradually, there just got to be more and more and more of it. I got to the point where I was overwhelmed by it and didn't know what to do. And then it just got worse from there.
I am very concerned, being a fire chief. Absolutely, it's a death trap.
All that stuff that's stacked in there is fuel. If this house ever caught fire, it will all burn. That house would burn for days.
I'm Missy. I am Kevin's wife. Carol is my stepmother-in-law. Carol is the epitome of hoarder. The stuff has just been piled up and sitting there and sitting there. It's like an avalanche is ready to happen. That's how bad it is.
Hi, I'm Dave. Carol is my stepmother. There's just junk everywhere. I mean, you open the door, and it's like, wow, that's insane. That's a lot of stuff. Where's the house? Because underneath all the stuff is a gorgeous home.
The house was built in 1905. It has a wonderful history.
Hi, I'm Jo, and I'm Carol's friend. The home was really pretty, like you'd see in a magazine. We took good care of it.
The house was like the hangout house. Always something going on.
The parties were almost constant, not so much our friends as the boys. Our standard was if it was under 50, it was just a get-together. It wasn't a party.
The door was open at my house all the time. There was never a time when you weren't welcome. It was an open house because that's what my parents wanted. And Mom was popular among lots and lots of people.
Bea was a very fun person. They just liked to have people around. And when you went over, you always felt like you were a special guest.
It was just very relaxing, very chill. Dave and Bea were just easy people to talk to. Everything was wonderful.
Carol was my children's music teacher.
That's when we met Carol, was when we were kids, so she was our piano teacher. Over time, Carol became a friend of the family.
Carol and Bea got to be good friends, and then it became the three of us.
Our lives intermixed, and he and his wife were my best friends.
They were all really close, like super close.
Bea was bipolar. She appeared to be very outgoing and bright and cheery. Well, there was another side that was very quiet and inverted that she didn't show.
She was clinically depressed most of her life, and we had no idea. She hid it really, really well.
We knew that she was in trouble, and we had her going to a doctor. He recommended that we put her in the hospital for observation. She was there for 3 or 4 days. I think she checked herself out. She had decided what she was going to do, and when she made the decision, she was fine.
Dave is the one who found his wife when he came home, and the door was locked, and they never locked the door.
I came home from work, and I found her in the basement. She'd hung herself.
It was such a shock.
That was a tough time, losing my mom. It was just devastating. You're getting ready to have your first kid. You need your mom. And I didn't have her, so.
Well, it was a rough time for Dave.
Mom died, and Carol basically took her dad.
Within 48 hours after Kevin's mom's passing, Carol came in to the family in a position of helping the grieving husband. She moved in almost immediately.
I guess Carol figured she was gonna step into my mom's role, but things, they were different. They weren't the same. I guess the temperature changed.
When we found out that Carol had been driving around town in Kevin's mom's Lincoln Town car, that was a red flag. And then we heard from somebody else that she had been using Bea's credit cards. That was really a kicker.
When he married Carol, I did not go to the wedding. I couldn't accept it.
We knew that it would be difficult for his family under the circumstances.
I couldn't just move on. I guess he did.
After that, the family kind of splintered. My brothers, we all went in different directions.
The relationship just kept getting more and more strained. As we would visit the house, we would be greeted at the front door and not allowed in. So we stayed away for a number of years, and I guess that's when the hoarding began.
I think the hoarding was already there, and I think Carol kept it in check for a while. And then over time, things change.
Carol is a very controlling person, and I probably have let her have too much control, but that's my fault.
Carol's personality is very strong. She definitely ruled the roost and controlled the relationship and made all the calls.
I'm sure I had a point where I finally realized that this is not good, but by that time, it was way out of control to a point where I couldn't do anything about it.
My dad just pretty much gave up. He just let it go.
Carol refinanced the house to her benefit, and she also took out a second mortgage, and then on top of that, numerous credit card debt. We estimate that Carol has spent between $400,000 and $500,000 on just purchases that are just thrown like trash around the house. It's unbelievable.
It's sickening to see what has happened. Financially, it's been devastating because the money should have gone to keeping the house up. So the city inspector called me and told me that there's been a lot of problems with code enforcement violations, which I didn't know anything about. And he asked if I was willing to get involved. And if I wasn't, they were going to condemn the house and take it.
I can't explain to you how shocking it was to walk in that house and see the condition of the home.
You couldn't get to the kitchen. The refrigerator was full of rotten food. It was disgusting. There weren't like normal facilities, a working bathroom. Carol would bring jugs of water, and then that's what they would use to flush the toilet. There was stuff everywhere, and there was a little path that went to where my dad was.
It was just devastating to find him in such a tiny space, looking so sickly and just shriveled up on this dirty couch with mouse traps around his head.
That's where he lives. It's like he's a prisoner. He's just stuck in this little spot. I asked my dad, how do you live like this?
That's not right to let another human being live like that, and shame on her for allowing that to happen. She is the spouse. She is supposed to be taking care of him.
You know what? I don't give a rat's ass about whether I look bad to anybody. I don't owe anybody anything except myself. And that includes Dave.
We tried for 2 years to get him out of there, and he refused.
I don't know if he was embarrassed. His pride, I believe, was hurt. I couldn't have my dad live the way he was living. So that's when I told him that I'm gonna have to intervene, I'm gonna have to do something. And then that was the point where he moved in with me. I confronted Carol numerous times on this stuff. It never went anywhere. She would argue with us that this is the most important stuff that she had. We would bag things up. Well, then they would be opened and gone through. And I flat out told her, I said, you don't have a say anymore. We're cleaning.
The city was going to take the house and condemn it. And as a last-ditch effort, we started the cleanup. But then we soon realized we physically just could not do this. This was just bigger than us.
It's a desperate situation at this point. If the city's willing to condemn a house, it's pretty serious.
The situation is very dire. It has to happen. I will lose the house if it's not cleaned up.
My fuse is short and gone when it comes to Carol. She's the one that's brought the stuff in there, so I despise her for that. I don't know what goes on in her mind and why she can't cut loose of it.
I may be a up as far as you're concerned.
It just really makes me angry.
Whatever. At this point, I don't even care. And if I didn't wake up tomorrow, I'd be happy. And that's how I feel.
If this house doesn't get cleaned up, the city will then just condemn the house. And then it's gone.
So this can all be cleared off like the front porch?
Obviously this back here.
Because you couldn't even see this before.
No, so it was cleared off, you know, as you can
Right.
tell, you know, we've worked hard on the front of the house, but we're gonna start focusing in on the inside, as you can see all the stuff on the inside.
Yeah, back here it's a tremendous improvement.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to do the best we can to get everything restored back to where it was.
But I do realize, you are making progress and it's a work in progress. So
Yeah.
we can definitely work with you on that.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
The hardest part for Carol is not having total control. She knows this cleanup has to happen, but I'm not sure how she's going to react to it. It all rests on Carol.
Hi, hello there.
Hey, what's up?
Carol,
Hello.
David Tolan.
Hello, David.
How are you?
I'm Dr. David Tolan, and I specialize in the study and treatment of hoarding disorder.
Well, here's what I have in mind. I'd like to go inside with you
Yeah.
and take a little look around and talk to you. Would that be all right?
Sure.
Okay.
That's fine.
Let's head inside.
Carol meets the criteria for hoarding disorder. My role in this process is going to be to help Carol to understand the mechanisms that underlie her saving and acquiring behavior.
Wow, okay.
All right.
Well, can you tell me a little bit about what we're looking at here?
We're looking at chaos.
Chaos.
Yeah, this is chaos. And this is what happens when things get out of hand. I'll just say this. I take responsibility, but it doesn't matter because what's done, it's done. Any way you look at it, it's going to be my fault.
Is that what your concern
Yeah.
is?
Oh, no, I'm not
That I'm here
concerned.
to
I
make
don't
this
care
about
about
your fault?
No, I don't care one way or the other anymore. When I'm gone, I'm gone.
Can you show me one other area? I'm very interested in this staircase here, and I'm wondering if you can tell me the story of what happened here. So what kinds of things got stacked up onto the staircase? What's on there?
I don't know what half that stuff is that's on there.
How did it get there?
I don't know. But it's not all from me. It's different than what it was when I was last here. See all of this? I don't know what's going on here. All that stuff that's on the floor, none of that was like that.
I see. So what was it like before?
Well, it had a lot of stuff in it.
It
But
was
it wasn't
cluttered.
like this. This has some mice here. This wasn't like this.
I've noticed that Carol seems to repeat herself a lot. I wonder whether there might be some degree of cognitive decline here.
I don't know what all this stuff is doing on the floor like this. It was not like this.
So
this
who do you think messed things up
I
in
have
here?
no idea. And I'm not even going to go there.
Carol often says, I'm not going to go there. And she seems to have relatively poor emotional control. Those things worry me.
Anything I say is going to be used against me. And I know that.
That's your
Okay.
concern? Is that
Yeah,
I'm here
no,
to
I
use
don't
things
have
against you?
I don't give a rat's ass. They're going to say what they want to say, and they have said what they're going to say.
Who's they?
Everybody, and I'm not even going to go to there.
As I talk to Carol, I get a general sense of suspiciousness, bordering on paranoia. She's very concerned that people are disrespecting her, lying to her, talking about her behind her back.
Whatever people see that they don't like is going to be blamed on me anyhow, so I'm good with that.
You feel responsible?
I feel responsible for a lot of it, yeah. But I don't feel responsible for some stuff, and I know I'm not.
And I'm wondering, are you ready to start working on this house? Are you willing to take that responsibility?
You know, it's all up to the family.
It's all up to the family.
Guess what? I'm not going to worry about it because I can't do anything about it. It's done, and that's it.
It's your house. I mean, after
No,
all,
it's
this
not.
is...
No, it's not. I just happened to marry him and move in it.
I see.
And I am the cause of why it's like it is. So, not all of it, but a good portion of it.
I see.
So, that's the way it is.
Do you want to come back to the house?
What I
wanna
want
live
is
here?
whatever Dave wants for the house. It's his family home.
I suspect that we have stepped into a decades-old family argument. And the problem is we're only scratching the surface of it. I'm concerned that's going to be a barrier for when we try to work with her.
Do you want to live with Dave?
I don't know.
You haven't seen Dave since
No.
January?
No.
Why is that?
You ask Dave. You ask Dave that.
This is a pretty extreme situation. This is a big house with a lot of clutter, and there's many pathways to get to that level of clutter, and we have to learn more about Carol to figure out which of those pathways she took.
So, Kevin, what happened here?
I don't know. Carol goes to thrift stores and just buys bags of stuff.
She just buys bags of stuff?
Baskets.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. As you can see, everything just accumulated into these rooms, the stairs.
I see that.
You know, my dad, he would sleep on the couch. He would work on his trains on the couch. I was like, well, you can't live here and you can't live like this.
Yeah.
So that's when I brought him to my house.
All right. Can we look at the rest of the house?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's take a look.
I can tell Kevin is upset, and I really feel for him. I can only imagine what it would be like to have my childhood home turned into a dump. But that's exactly what's happened here.
And then the basement.
So that's the basement.
Yeah, it's the basement. And unfortunately, that's where the tragedy starts in our family. My mom passed away in the basement 21 years ago. And that's what kind of just started this spiral for my life.
Can I ask how your mom passed away?
She had depression, and it was ruled a suicide.
I'm sorry to hear it.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Is the basement a difficult place for you?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. I haven't been down there in 21 years.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I just don't want to.
Kevin and Dave are still struggling with Bee's death. She died 2 decades ago in the basement, and they still can't go down there. Carol can. Carol seems almost cold about it, detached.
Getting all the functions of the house back in order.
Yeah.
I'll have to go down there, and so
Okay.
I'll deal with those demons.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you got to.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
You can see Kevin's going through that emotional reaction every time he has to walk through that house. I get a sense that this is a family in grave need of healing.
Can we talk about the house?
It's a wonderful house.
It's a
built
wonderful
by-
house. What do you sense happened to it?
Oh, I know what happened. If you're interested in a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
you collect a lot of things.
Do you think you collect too much stuff?
Yeah, I've collected my share of stuff.
Yes. Does it
And-
seem like it's gotten out of hand for
Oh,
you?
yeah, sure.
Another way of asking it does it seem like things have gotten out of control?
Oh, sure. It gets out of hand.
You and Dave had to separate because of this house, did you not?
No, it wasn't because of the house. It was because Dave had medical issues and we had no car.
Carol says that Dave left because he was sick. This is not true. The fact of the matter is, Carol left Dave in that house, lying on that couch.
I cannot deny what you see. I came into a family's home. That's upsetting to him, the way it is now, and I take responsibility for that.
I guess the piece that I would leave you to just think about a little bit more is that you're describing it as that you've got no say in what happens over these next several days. And my point is that you have a tremendous amount of say over what
I
happens.
don't think so.
It's your life, and it's your home.
I don't have a say.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Oh, the sound is beautiful. Thank you. We need a lot of energy for today.
I'm Dorothy Brenninger. I'm a professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding.
We've got one big mansion, many rooms, and lots of stuff.
So I've been in the house, and this is a massive hoard. This is huge.
Thank you all for being here. Look at the friends and family that have turned out. Not only that, we've got the fire department here, and we have Bio 1, who's going to do the cleanup assistance with us. So thank you. Carol, thank you. This is a tough one today. So the house is full, each and every room. And so where we're going to be starting first is on the stairway. Does that seem reasonable to you, Carol?
Don't even ask my opinion about any of it. I'm not going to give it.
I probably will check in with you because I care about your thoughts.
No, you don't.
Okay.
You don't know what my thoughts are right now.
I don't know what your thoughts are
Okay.
right now.
So
That's
let's
true.
leave it at that.
It's my job, however, to put together a plan.
I am requesting that the third floor not be part of this, because there's stuff in the third floor that's pretty much where it belongs in a certain room.
Kevin,
and I think that my request should be considered.
I'm hearing you, but this is a fire trap, the way it is. It's not safe anymore. And over here is our organizing plan. One of the things that I have is to work on the second and third floor. The weight up there is of concern. The ceilings are starting to crumble. My question to you, Carol, is given that you don't want the third floor done, how can we come to an agreement that
I don't have anything to say about any of this, so there's no coming to an agreement with me. And it's not in my best interest to talk anymore.
I have my work cut out for me because Carol is so hard to read. And I think Carol is going to tune out and completely freeze over and act like it's not her problem. The truth of it is this is one family's nightmare.
given that you don't want the third floor done, how can we come to an agreement that
I don't have anything to say about any of this, so there's no coming to an agreement with me.
This morning, Carol is armed for bear. She is coming in ready for a fight.
I know you're realistic.
I can say something, but it doesn't make any difference because I am the bad person. I am the person that got it to this point. I'll come right out You think I'm an F-up.
You're saying who thinks that?
I'm sure quite a few people.
Well, Carol, I can tell that you're unhappy about the process, and I totally understand.
I am, because I do have some right, even if I have to fight for it every word that I say.
You don't have to fight, Carol. Nobody's fighting you. Can you see that? That the people are here to help you. Your family's here to support you, and I need you to support them. They need you to do this.
I am not refusing to do it, am I?
No.
Have you heard me refuse to do it?
No.
I want to say one thing. If you feel the world is against you, I want to be here with you.
I'm not saying the world's against me.
Okay.
Am I? Did I?
You did not. I got that wrong.
And yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
So don't put words in my mouth.
I have to try to find compromise at every little spot so I can start earning some of that trust so that we can get in and do the work. Carol, can you feel at all that I want to make an effort?
Yes, I do.
Thanks. And just for a moment here, something tells me that it would be a good thing to acknowledge your mom.
Absolutely.
And is it okay if we just take
Absolutely.
30 seconds of quiet in honor of B? This was a serious event that happened in this house. B committed suicide in the basement. We can't just skip over this. This is something that needed to be acknowledged among everybody. Thank you. This house was originally decorated by her. Carol and Dave and Bea were all friends. I want to honor both of you for allowing us to do this for you. I want to do this in a loving way for both of you, and it's going to be very difficult too.
What's important to recognize about this is that you guys are in the driver's seat here, that you are in control of what happens. These people are here to help, but not to force the decisions on you. Those are your decisions and yours alone to make.
Carol, any last words?
No, let's get on with the show.
Okay. With that, I'm going to take Carol's advice. Family members, I want you to start heading toward the front. Bio 1, you need to suit up because you're going to be in the heavy of it. Let's go. Everybody in, some of you crowd around in here. We are here to do these stairs behind me. And all you have to do is get it out to that orange tarp out there, okay? That's the dump zone. Let's get going. We're gonna get this done in, I'm saying, less than 30 minutes. Are you ready? Ready. Let's go. Things are coming out of the house, bag after bag, all from the staircase. And as things are coming out, Carol is starting to look around and see what's going on. And Carol is just watching us really carefully. What are they taking? What are they doing? She's scanning every single thing because this is coming from stairs that she hasn't been on in years.
Ooh, that table. I want that table up here.
This is the table that...
This is the table. Put it right by the window there. So
I can definitely put it there, or with your permission, I have one of those...
No, right there. I want it there.
This is really frustrating for us because our job is to get everything out. She doesn't want any of these things out there. So as we're bringing it out, Carol is collecting it back again.
Now, how am I going to have to go down there and go through all of this down there?
Not right now. We're just placing things that are from the staircase in this hallway out on that tarp. And then everything is going to get sorted like with like. So it will be sorted. I like to do a tester box just to see how the person is going to react. So I bring over a tester box full of trash to Carol to say, this is an example of what we're finding. What do you think? These are the kinds of things that we are going to be putting in the trash area, okay?
Yeah, just a minute.
So when I see shoes like this
No.
You're saying that's a go?
No, don't even take this. Don't even. Let me just go through the box like this because we don't want to see. This has all been chewed up.
Yeah, this is all mouse infested.
Yeah.
All the way to the bottom.
Okay, just a second. Just a minute,
Well, I'm just trying to pull it up, hun, so that
Well,
you can...
wait, I'm not. I'm gonna save these just to put those other 2 things in.
I can already see that we've got so many rooms and we've only done this much of an entire mansion and we're stuck already on 1 box of trash. For those.
There. Okay.
Carol,
Yeah, that's fine.
if I could just make sure you know that I hear you.
Trust me.
I will.
If you didn't hear me, I'd let you know.
We've just completed about an hour's worth of work and we've cleared half a staircase.
I mean, look at all this crap. And this is just, it's steps. And we're only like 5 steps up.
Yeah. I mean, there's stuff in here from years ago.
Clearing those stairs, being able to walk on those stairs. I haven't walked on those stairs in 20 years. It's a wonderful feeling. Jazzy. We've just scratched it and you already see progress. It just renews that hope. Thanks, man.
I'm taking Carol in to see the work that we are doing. And when I want Carol to see the big picture, she goes for the little.
Would you please pick up that zip thing?
When I'm taking her to look around and say, hey, we're getting some of the stairway clear, what do you think? She's busy picking up little itty-bitty sequins and cards from the floor. Now, before you glance at smaller things, I want to just have you look at the stairs to see what's been taken out.
Yes.
Not a lot of space has been cleared, but we already have 2 major tarps full. Can you see what we're doing? And are you okay with what we've done so far?
I'm okay with what you've done so far.
Okay.
And I can guarantee to you that if I wasn't, I would let you know.
There is so much stuff. We are so behind. I don't know if we can do it. In terms of how Carol's reaction is as we're bringing things out, I think she looks a little confused. I don't know if she knew that we were going to bring everything out and put it on the front lawn. But it's coming out, and it's coming out bag after bag after bag.
What's it like to see all your stuff out on the lawn like this?
It would have been easier for me to go through the books if they'd had them up on the porch, but nobody asked me, so that's neither here nor there.
It's a lot of stuff out here. You're gonna have some decisions to make.
I think my dad is extremely pleased actually seeing it happen. How could he not be? He's getting his cherished home back. Hey, Pop.
Yes, sir.
Look at these clowns that I found.
Yeah. Steve, how are you? Corey?
Hey, come on in. Let's show you guys what's going on here.
Wow.
It's a little different from when you guys were last in here.
Holy cow. Very different. I'm Corey. I've known Kevin since we were actually sophomores in high school. It's drastically changed. I'm used to seeing this home just totally immaculate, nothing out of place. And then we walk in and there's things everywhere.
You remember how it was when my mom was alive and...
Immaculate.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know, it was...
No dust anywhere.
Nothing.
It's stunning, and when your friends who haven't been here and, well, since my mom died, they just... There's not a lot of words you can say. And then to see how my dad was living And that's where he's been, in that room. That's the room he's been in.
He slept here?
Yeah.
Lived here?
Lived there, everything, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm Steve, and I've been a lifelong friend of Kevin's. I think the most shocking thing about going in the house today was I couldn't move. I couldn't believe what I saw. It was such a train wreck, I guess is a good way to put it.
It's unreal.
It's amazing.
You should come see upstairs.
The house just feels like it lost something, and that's B. It's obvious. I mean, climbing through the trash, and it just cluttered everywhere. I envision this is what it would look like if a tornado hit your house.
Right.
Wow. It just seems like it's almost like a haunted house instead of a house that had so much life.
Wow.
Yeah.
As we walked through, I could only imagine what B would be saying, and it would tear B to pieces to see the house now as compared to when she had it.
Wait till you see these bedrooms. So like this was like where I had the TV and some chairs. And you can look in there and it's just like, holy crap.
Whoa, wow.
Yeah, I know.
To be kidding me.
When they got up to my old bedroom, they were in shock. They were amazed. They're devastated as well.
This was the main room. If we came up here, this is where we came.
It's where we hung out.
And sat here. Unbelievable.
Kevin, what do you think your mom would say at this? I mean, with all this nonsense.
She would be so disgusted.
If she could see this right now, she'd probably be running through this house screaming at the top of her lungs. She'd be so furious with this house looking like this after all the work that she put into it.
I agree.
This house was full of energy, full of people, just full of great times. And now this house is slowly dying.
Within 20 years, this has gone to this. I know my mom is watching us. I know she's looking down on us to see that we're turning it around and we're gonna get it done.
What's it like to see all your stuff out here being sorted like this? I know this must be trying.
It is.
Do you feel like you're going to be able to let go of stuff, or do you
I'll
think it's
have
going to
to.
be tough?
Oh, I didn't say it was easy, did I?
Mm-hmm. Is it going to be hard?
Sure it is. But the whole thing of it is, I'm seen as the cause for this being. Okay?
Because you brought in the clutter.
Yeah.
Do you think people are blaming you?
Oh, I know they are.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Have they said that to you?
Some have.
Really?
Oh, yeah. In no uncertain words.
What are you referring to?
Just some people, an example. I'm not even going to go there because that's not in my best interest, is it?
I think Carol's being combative because she really feels like nobody cares about her. She thinks that basically people care about Dave, that people care about the house, but that she's been left in the dust, and she's resentful of that.
The bottom line is I came into this house after Dave's first wife died. That's hard, especially under the circumstances. And they have a right to be upset.
Do you think that the sorting process is going to stir up some nasty emotions in you?
I'm tougher than you think.
Meaning?
Just what I said. I'm tougher than you think I am.
I think you're pretty tough.
I can get tougher, too.
Yeah.
I can get tougher, too.
There are well over 400 bags worth of stuff on the front lawn right now, plus books beyond belief. But in fact, we are way behind the 8 ball. All we did was clear the stairs, the front and the back. And the entire dumpster is empty. So I'm really concerned because tomorrow, Carol's gonna have to make decisions and it's gonna be a painful day. I don't think it's gonna happen.
The situation is very dire.
3-story house full of crap.
I don't give a rat's ass.
Carol is resistant.
There's no coming to an agreement with me. No, don't even take this. Let me just go through the box.
There is so much stuff, and it's coming out bag after bag after bag. Carol's gonna have to make decisions, and it's gonna be a painful day. Yesterday, we got the stairs done. That's it, and the lawn is full. I actually can't believe how much I miscalculated this hoard. It is so dense that I've got teams on the second and third floor working. Meanwhile, we are going to focus on that first floor because that's where Dave, for sure, and possibly Carol will be living.
Finding a tremendous amount of mouse poop, had no idea about the amount of mouse poop. But when everything's 4 feet high, what do you expect?
Dave, what are they throwing that chair away for? How come they're throwing away furniture? Chairs?
I don't know. I'm busy
Well,
talking.
I want to know.
We gotta even see which chair
Tell
went.
me what's going on. Let me help.
I'm tired of this
Here we go.
throwing away a chair. Why? What was wrong with it?
It is soiled, and we have instructions from Kevin that anything that's upholstered needs to be gone.
All right. That's fine. Nobody told me that. What do I know?
There's mouse poop everywhere. Carol's arguing over chairs that are covered in it. She can stomp her feet and scream and yell, but it's going. It's gone.
I do care that you have a say, and
I know that you
would-
do. The bottom line is, I lost that right a long time ago.
What I'm sensing is Carol is closing in
Yeah.
and not allowing herself to choose some things she wants
No,
to keep
let me
before it
tell you
all
something.
gets released.
Let me tell you something. Carol has a say here, except that doesn't make a bit of difference. They'd much rather see their mother here, and none of this would have happened. There wouldn't be any of this if their mother was here.
If it was B and not you.
Yeah.
I get a sense that Carol feels very guilty about what has happened. And she knows what her behavior has done. And if Carol's gonna have that kind of emotional reaction to everything that gets thrown out, it's gonna be a long day.
Carol was already going through items and pulling them out of what we were bringing out and creating her own little mini hoards. Everywhere she sat, there was another one popping up. What's all this?
I don't know, somebody brought it out. It goes in the trash.
Okay, what about that? Can I take that?
No, leave
Why?
that there. Why? Because it's mine, that's why. Leave it.
We're trying to get rid of stuff.
Leave it and get out of my face.
No,
Get
we need
out
to get
of
rid
my
of some of this
face.
stuff.
Get out of my face. Dave!
There is mouse
No,
poop.
get your ass out of my face.
No, this needs to go. There's mouse
No.
poop on stuff.
No. You don't tell me what I
We
can
have
keep
help,
and-
and we're gonna get rid of it.
No,
we
you're
have
not
help
getting
today.
rid of that. Don't you touch it, or
What?
I'll slap your face off.
Hey, knock it off,
No,
Carol.
I don't care. I can have some stuff.
That's fine.
But
what
so
is
you
it?
can't-
But you're
to-
building.
You're building a
a
nest.
hoard. You're
What?
building a nest around you, right here.
Where's this gonna go?
Keep her out of my face.
You're not gonna say that. She's helping you
I
and helping
understand
Dave.
she's hurting.
So
No,
you're not gonna
but-
say that.
no, but-
You're not gonna say that. Otherwise, then I just call in the Bobcats and everything goes. This is a full pickup truck load of stuff. Think about that. Just think about that. So at this point, I'm extremely pissed. This house has to be clean for my dad's health reasons. Carol's gonna be pissed. She's gonna scream and yell again. And damn it, I don't give two shits. It's gone. So take it or leave it.
Do you need all this? What do you need?
What I need's not going to happen, so that's beside the point.
I'm Mary, and Carol is my step grandmother.
This is what I'm going through.
Okay, I just want to make sure
Okay.
that you're going through it because it hasn't looked like you've thrown a whole lot out. Carol did not want to get rid of anything. She wanted to create a little nest around her on the front porch.
I think I should be allowed to have something
Okay.
of mine because right now I'm pretty upset.
Would you like me to sit here and go through it with you?
No,
Would you like a box to put the nose in?
I would like that to be gone since that's supposed to be in the trash.
Okay.
And I would like that stuff gone,
Okay.
okay, for starters.
Over the last couple days, I've been trying to keep kind of some peace with Carol, so she trusts my judgment.
Hang on one
Other
second.
stuff.
I love you.
Yeah, she told me I could take this.
She said you could.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Thank-
taking it if she didn't tell me I couldn't.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And Mary, the one reason that I'm going to ask you to stop is because I don't want Carol to feel like anything's being taken away from her in this
Sure.
space for a little while, even though everyone has feelings about it.
They can have their feelings.
I got it, but I want you to be okay with what's here for yourself. So
Thank
I'm
you.
coming up here
I don't
to
think
say-
it's too much to ask.
I do not think it's too much to ask. So that's why I want to go over here with you for a while. Come here.
I don't want to look at anybody right now.
Okay.
I'm tired of it.
So it's
I'm tired of it. Just all of it.
I need healing for this family. Everybody is angry, torn, frustrated because for all these years, this house has been completely Carol's house. And it's time for the family to come together and get their home back and their family back. This is so massive. And believe me, we do not have all the rooms out yet. We've got 24 tarps full, and there's more coming out.
All this crap is going, frickin' gone.
You know, when I saw Carol just sitting in the office where she's casually going through her craft items, it just really set me off and just brought everything back. I am so mad at you for what you have put this family through. And now is my time to finally tell you how mad I am at you.
And that's your right.
Take some responsibility for this. I'm tired of this. Kevin and I have been working on this house for 2 years. He's had back surgery. We've done 5 dumpsters. There have been 5 cars. I found about 2 storage units that you have, in addition to the 2 other houses that Dave was paying on. This is crap.
Dave was not paying on any other houses.
Oh, yes, he was. You paid it right out of your joint checking account with him, so that's bull.
Why don't you give me a written list of all of your
No,
questions?
I'm going to talk to you right now. I'm not writing anything
well,
down.
you just
I'm not
keep
delaying.
talking.
Well, you know what I'd like to know is I'd like to know that the money that you filtered out of his joint account with you to other accounts, I'd like to know what happened to that money. Let's start with that, because maybe that could help for some of the out here. I'm the one brave enough to say it. Nobody else will say it. Everybody's tiptoeing around you. I'm not afraid of you.
You don't have any reason to be afraid of me.
Yeah, I do, because you had your sights on this family many years ago, and you slowly infiltrated it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You pretended to be a friend to be so that you could take over all this.
That's not true.
That is absolutely true.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. This was all you. You didn't care. It was all for your own benefit.
How do you feel, Carol, hearing what Missy has had to say?
She has every right to say it.
I'm curious.
there's
I'm just
truth
curious
to
as
it.
to how you feel about it.
You don't know me very well.
Hmm.
But she has every right to it, and I deserve it.
You deserve it.
Yeah, I do.
Why?
The truth is the truth. And I would be a pretty stupid person to deny the truth.
I've grown up with this. I never knew the woman I'm named after. I never knew my grandma. This is my name. I am named Mary after someone that I don't know. I don't know any of her stuff. I don't know what this house was like before it looked like this. I grew up with this being my grandparents' house, and I was never allowed in the front door. Do you know how that feels? I wanted to be here. I wanted a family.
Did I ever deny you to be in here?
The loads of crap piled up was a denial in itself. You couldn't even walk in the front door, so how am I supposed to come in?
Okay.
It's astounding the things that were kept from me. And I loved that car in that garage. I grew up wanting that car. That car was supposed to be mine.
Which one?
The blue one. That was a family heirloom. You're so concerned about these family heirlooms that have Goodwill price tags on them. That was a family heirloom, and you were happy to sell it. That was my grandma's to me, and it's gone. That really, really hurt me. That was the one time I can say I was genuinely angry with you.
It was really good for Mary to get that out, and the fact that Carol sold that car out from underneath us, that just shows you how conniving she is.
We are hurt beyond belief. And what you have put Dave through is unbelievable. It's sickening.
He's been laying in that room dying for 10 years, getting worse and worse and worse. Do you care?
Yes.
Then why didn't you do anything about it? Do you have an answer?
I don't have an answer that you want, and I don't have an answer for any of those questions.
This is one of those moments that you might be angry with me on the one hand.
Yeah.
But I also want to give you the situation that's at hand of the house. This is why the family is wanting it to come out. Because we have a rat in the kitchen and more.
Okay.
And that's what I was afraid we would find. Because of all the droppings, we hadn't found anything yet, and I knew there's got to be more.
Oh yeah, there's more.
Yeah.
We're just not showing everything to you. This is the situation of this house, rodent infested. That's why these chairs are being thrown away. That's why all of this
I understand that. Okay.
And I think clothing should go, mattresses go. It's just
do it.
Poop droppings everywhere, honey.
Do it.
Carol had not seen these massive piles that we have, and I'm bringing her out to take a look so that she can come to terms with what's there. I need you just to take a moment to look at the clothes back there.
Yeah, what about them?
A lot of it has the mice poo-poo. Can we make the assumption that most of it's ruined?
I'll leave that up to your judgment.
Thank you. The minute I want her to see the magnitude of what she has, Carol suddenly starts bending over and picking up the smallest little granule items. Carol, here's what I want to tell you.
What do you want to tell me?
If you're willing to listen.
What am I supposed to do here? Am I supposed to admit that I'm a f*** up? Today I'm very vulnerable. And I see a basket that I made that I don't want to throw away.
Which basket? Is it inside?
Yeah, it's blue and white.
There are another 9 rooms to go and a full basement. And I know that she is completely going to lose it because it's all her stuff. I doubt she's gonna let it go. It's a new day. We are full of energy, and I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news is yesterday we were able to clear out the whole first floor. Carol actually gave us permission to get rid of 4 or 5 more tarps. The bad news is it's all on the front lawn. Okay,
everybody. The word of the day is urgent, all right? So we're going to be loading everything that Carol has given us approval to load onto the dumpsters right away. We still have 2 floors upstairs, more than 6 rooms to do. There's a lot to do, that's why it's urgent. But Carol, I need your approval to at least take those 8 tarps worth of things and get them on the dumpsters.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so while this isn't a thrilling experience, I know, I appreciate it, Carol.
Okay, accept that, thank you.
One of the things that's important to recognize is that this project is not just about rescuing a home. It's also about stopping hoarding. So I'm going to be challenging you today to change behavior, to actually start making decisions.
What do you have to say about that?
I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say.
Carol talks like she doesn't have a stake in what's happening. That's her trying to get out of this. We need you. We need your active involvement with this.
I haven't exactly been non-active.
No, but we're going to step it up today.
Go for it.
All right.
Okay. All right, so the word is urgent. Let's get going.
This is freaking awesome. I'm just looking at the firemen, just filling this thing up. I mean, they're just slinging it like I would be doing. It feels great to see this stuff out of the house in the dumpsters. It's great progress, and these guys are fabulous. We couldn't do it without them.
We've got a long way to go still. There's a lot of stuff out on this lawn and not very much time to get it out of here. So Carol's really gonna have to step up and make some tough decisions, which is the one thing that she really wants to avoid doing.
We're on a tight deadline.
We are on a tight deadline, that's true. You ready to do some sorting and decision making?
Sure.
Okay, let's do that. To start challenging Carol, I bring her over to the baskets. Can you point out the ones that are deeply personal to you?
The one with the stars on it.
The one with the stars is deeply personal? Any others?
Underneath this basket, there's 2 small.
These?
Those 2. Yeah.
These guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's make a decision about these.
Why?
Because I'm really interested in trying to understand the process by which you make decisions.
I'm not making a decision right now. I'm asking you to put them right down here.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I get a few, I'll decide what I'm going to keep. Is there anything wrong with that?
I think that it's avoidance of decision making, which I think
Why?
is because I think that that's kind of what got you into trouble in the first place, yeah? So you could make a decision that this is a keeper, or you could make a decision that this is a toss.
But I shouldn't have to do that right now because you want me to. Should I?
You don't have to do anything.
You do it by yourself then.
A little hard for me to do it by myself.
Well, then I can't say, put it here and let me decide.
Let me decide later?
Yeah.
I think you don't like decision making. And I think
I've
you
made
avoid
lots
it.
of decisions. No.
Well, I think what you've done is thrown up your hands a lot, which is not exactly
know
the same
what?
thing as decision making.
If you haven't recognized that that's happened, shame on you. You're not the professional you think you are.
She gets upset and then goes into resignation mode and says, well, then let it all go. But that's not exactly making a decision. That's just giving up.
I don't know what you want from me right now. What do you want from me right now? You tell me.
What I'd really like is for you to make a decision about these baskets that we've pulled so far.
I'm not going to right now.
I've noticed that.
I'm not going to.
I think you've made that loud and clear. The fact of the matter is, we have to teach Carol how not to hoard. And in order to do that, she's got to actually make decisions and change her behavior. And I don't see her willing to do that right now.
I'm going back up to the porch and you all do whatever the you want.
Right. That's you again disengaging Carol. Unless she changes that behavior, we're going to see this house fill up again. Now you're walking away from me, I notice.
What do you want me to do? You want me to stand beside you and give you an opinion on everything?
Well, I was asking.
I'm not wasting my time doing it.
I'm interested in getting to understand you.
What do you want from me that you don't already have?
I started to get frustrated because I feel it's slowing down again, and we just can't do that. I just, we only have a day left, so I want to make sure that the house is clear so we can start cleaning, because it's filthy. I just wish you would take some responsibility. It would make me feel
Well, what
vindicated.
responsibility do you want me to take? I've already confessed my sins about
Not really.
that it's not. Well, what exactly do you want me to say that I haven't said?
We have some bills that we need to pay with the house. I need to come up with $3,200 by August 14th. Can you help us out with that?
I don't have the money to do that.
Carol refinanced the house and then later took out a secondary mortgage. And they're gonna put a lien on this house if we don't come up with the money for the secondary mortgage. You have filtered money out of that bank account to a credit union account with you on it. Am I wrong?
Let me say this. Whatever I say, A, you're not going to believe, okay? No matter
I'm not.
how sincere I am.
Okay, stop
And
with the pity
B,
party. This is your husband's house. You came in and you took over this entire house. You put all of your stuff in your husband's house and then didn't give him any money for it. And now he has the potential to be losing that house. How does that make you feel?
No emotion. No emotion whatsoever.
Yes,
I'm
there
done.
is.
I'm done. You are cold-hearted.
Us sitting here talking about this crap is not going to get anything done.
Why can't you move out of the other house and move back into this house with Dave and use your Social Security to pay for this house? Dave needs help.
Do you understand that, like, this house, it costs money for you to live in it? And if we
I
don't...
do understand. That's why I'm not here.
But I'm not gonna let you just walk away now like you're done. You've done your damage, you're done.
But
no, you need to be
I'm
held
not going to
accountable.
be living in this house.
This whole time, I thought that was the goal. I think she wants out of the responsibility. Would you be willing, Missy had asked a question point blank about whether you'd be willing to use your money, your Social Security money, to help support this house.
I can't.
Tell me why.
Because it pays the rent on the house that I live in with my son.
Carol is perfectly content to live with her son in another house and use her Social Security money to pay rent on that house, as opposed to using her money to pay for this house, the one she damaged. Are you planning on moving back into this house?
No.
You're going to stay with your son?
Never been my plan to move back into this house.
We've got so much to do, and I don't think Carol realizes the magnitude of what's on the front lawn, and Carol hasn't made any decisions.
I am stressing out because we've got to get this cleaned up. The city inspector's coming by. He wants to see where we are with things. I can't have her bringing us down and slowing us down.
Wait a minute, put that down.
She wants that on the porch.
Okay, how about the magazines?
No, just leave them there.
Okay.
I'll go through them. Now.
Okay, I'm taking it up.
Carol's hoarding is quite severe. She has no emotional investment in what's going on. She's mostly engaged with her stuff. She wants to pick through and create a little mini hoard around herself, and I think that is all part of her general strategy of avoidance.
We have got to get into the basement today. I'm seriously worried because there's probably 5 tons worth of stuff in the basement. We want code enforcement to come in, and we want to make sure that they're happy, so we've got to get this basement up to compliance.
The basement of the house is where Bee took her own life. It's time for us to go down and talk about how Bee's death might have affected this family.
Wow.
Mind your step.
Okay.
All right. Well, how long has it been since you guys were in here?
The week after my mom died.
20+ years.
Yeah.
This is where Bee passed away, right?
Right here.
Yeah.
We're
Right where we're standing?
right here.
This is sort of a sacred space. How does it feel to have all this stuff here?
Oh, I'm mad.
Mad?
I'm mad.
How about you, Kevin?
For me, this just adds to that anger.
Anger?
Yeah, it makes me mad. It makes me mad at Carol. It pisses you off because look at this. This is a mess. It's ridiculous. And to have to deal with it when it's your family, you know, the house I grew up in, and it just pisses me off.
You've talked about the absence of B. I'm really curious as to, what happened to this family?
Mom was the glue.
B.
Yeah, B was the glue that held the family together. After she passed, as a family, we all split off into our own directions and dealt with our stuff. And then Dad and Carol, after a couple of years, got married, and house didn't look like this when they got married. I remember that.
No.
Did Carol contribute to the scatter? I mean, did her behavior play a role here?
I didn't want to be around her.
You didn't?
I just didn't want to be here. I didn't want to be here. Not with what happened to my mom, not with her dying here. I didn't want to be here.
B's death continues to weigh very heavily on this family. Maybe this house can be what pulls the family back together.
I know my mom's in our corner, and I think she would be happy with what has transpired this week.
I think so, too.
Oh, yeah.
Where the house is coming back to life.
Good.
Just like she wanted.
You can see the house.
Yeah. Let's get the systems of the house back to life.
Let's get all this stuff out.
Yep.
Well, I know Dorothy and her crew are really eager to get this basement cleared out, so why don't we clear out and let them get to it, okay?
Okay.
All right, come
Yeah,
on.
that's good. Let's go.
I hope that this may be the start of a healing process for this family.
My plan at this point is to have the fire department pulling carpet because Kevin wants the carpet out of the house. I have the bio team in the basement, and I have the organizers pulling stuff from the refrigerator, and everybody else is just loading the dumpsters as fast as they can.
I want you to make some decisions down here because we need to get another tarp in the dumpster. I'm getting antsy. I really want to get Carol back off the porch, and I want to get her to give me more tarps. I want this to be over with. How about we start at crafts? Is that okay?
I don't care. That's
Okay,
fine.
let's start at crafts. Do you see anything that on this tarp that jumps out at you?
That colored thing of colored paper there.
This.
Is there? Yeah.
You're gonna use this.
Yes. What's in that basket? Here.
Make your own
Here.
board game. Candles.
No.
Yeah, it's
No.
gross.
No.
Carol actually listens to Mary and is willing to go along with Mary's suggestions.
How about we do this? You
I'm,
can pick.
I'm looking over.
You can pick 3 things per tarp.
Okay, let me see what else is here.
She doesn't fight her the same way that she fights everybody else in the family.
You already said this deck is trash. What about these?
Yeah.
Trash?
Yeah.
Trash. Trash. Anything else?
I don't know what else is on there that would be savable as far as I'm concerned.
So you're done with this tarp?
Yeah.
We can toss this whole tarp.
Yeah, I don't care.
So all these crafts can go here? All this stuff
Yep.
on the tarp is good to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me some.
Mary might be the only one who can actually get through to Carol.
So I need the okay for this tarp. Can I get the okay for this tarp
Yeah,
behind you?
you sure can.
All right, cool.
Go for it.
Go ahead on this one.
What I love about Mary is that she has this amazing subtle power, and she's able to actually work with Carol, and she's helping Carol get rid of things.
Done with this?
Yeah.
Next.
The youngest of the crew is actually the one who has the subtle power.
Your knuckles are the okay. Awesome. This experience to me is more of me reclaiming my heritage and the home that should have rightfully been open to me my entire life. And she shut me out of that for 20 years. So I want us to be able to restore this house, and we're getting there, and it's really, really cool to watch.
1, 2, 3.
We have filled 27 tons worth of trash, and we have one dumpster left. This is coming out from a single house. 27 tons. It's beyond. So for tomorrow, we still have 6 or more rooms to do in the house. Is there enough time? I don't know. I hope so. This is the last day, and we still have so much to do. I've got so much coming out of the house. It's unbelievable. We're in a time crunch. I'm going to take the crew and split them on the 3rd floor and the 2nd floor. Those rooms are packed up there, and in order to be code compliant, we need to get this done and do it today. Yesterday, we cleared off this entire lawn and filled up the last dumpster. It's really been odd because for this entire job, Carol has been at one side of the porch and Dave is on the other side of the porch. And I don't know how to set up for this family and get all this done in just the rest of the day.
We still haven't clearly established whether or not Carol's going to move back into the home. When asked about it, she usually just says it's whatever Dave wants. I think she needs to hear it directly from Dave. So I was pleased to see, for the first time all week, Dave came over and sat down with Carol, and the two of them talked.
Carol, you know I love you.
I do.
And I absolutely want you back in this house with me.
I want to come back. I'm glad
Well,
you
I
want
you
me
to come
to
back.
come back.
That's a given. The only reason we're not together right now is because of the situation, that's all.
Thank you, dear.
Dave is a man of few words, but he said a lot to Carol. He told her that he loved her and that he wanted her back in this house with him.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Because that's up for debate with the family
No,
on
it's
whether
not.
or not
No,
I deserve
it's
to
not.
be back here.
No, it's not.
Carol also needed to hear it from the family, and that's where Mary stepped in.
I have a couple of things I want to say real quick. Carol, I just want you to know, we want you to move back into this house. We want to see you and Grandpa together again in this home, happy, healthy, and safely. Okay? That's why we
That's
clean
most
this.
gracious.
We want you
It's
to have
most
this.
gracious of the family, and I would understand truly if you would prefer that I not move back in.
That's not the case. I'm here to tell you that we want you in this home, okay? We want you here, okay?
Thank you.
I think that Carol may have turned a corner. What I see is that she is taking responsibility for her actions. She's no longer behaving defensively. And with proper aftercare and the love and support of her family, I think she can stop this hoarding behavior once and for all. I think it's what she really needed to hear.
I'm pretty excited because the teams are working feverishly up on the 2nd and 3rd floors.
The cleaning company is going like crazy and we're making progress.
Hi, Dorothy.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Well, I brought you a couple of Zero mattresses. They're the cooling technology that keeps people sleeping better and deeper.
Oh, it's one of these.
Yeah, so once you pop the seal, it immediately grows up to a 10.5-inch cool mattress.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
Unfortunately, my Bio 1 team has to leave. But the good news is I have friends and family who are coming in to help us stage the house and get this ready for this family.
I'm Brian Harper with City of Ferguson Code Enforcement. I've taken a look around the house, and since the first day, it's 100% better than I could even imagine. We're gonna be working with them on running water, making sure they have heat this winter, and make sure everything's running safely throughout the house. And that way the family can move back into the house and we can close this case out.
I really never thought we'd make it to this point, but the house is really looking beautiful. Come on in. Let's take a look around. You walk in the front door, and the family is smiling and wide-eyed.
Wow. What do you think?
Oh,
Something else, huh?
amazing.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
It was delightful. This house is amazing.
Wow. It was such an exciting feeling walking into the house. My eyes went right to the staircase. I wanted to see it clear, and I could see the beautiful stained glass window at the top of the landing.
It's wonderful to know that there's a place for my dad and Carol to go, and they'll be comfortable. It's just relief. It's kind of like finally, you know, you can breathe.
So let's go straight across the hall there to what is now the bedroom.
Oh, look at you guys have matching little beds.
This is amazing.
I have a question specifically for Missy.
Yes.
I'm wondering what you make of the fact that there's 2 beds here.
I love it. I feel like we've reached a point in our family where we've put some things to bed.
What we did today and in the days previous was complete closure for us. I think that everybody kind of hashed out what they needed to. I think you hold things in for so long and it feels good to get it out. And we got it out, we moved on, and Carol showed a commitment to getting rid of the things that she'd accumulated. I think it really made a difference.
I'm so proud of you. You are welcome here.
Thank you. That means a lot because I love the family, and I know that I'm not me, but I know that she's looking down and guiding me.
Oh, yeah.
I agree, and I think it's time to move forward. And I think this is just beautiful the way this has come together. And
Yeah, it is.
As the family goes from room to room, they can see that this is a place where Carol and Dave can live safely and comfortably. That there's a space for Carol to do her thing. There's a space for Dave to do his thing. There's places that the whole family can come together. It's just what this family needed.
Oh my gosh, how wonderful. Thank you for the picture up there of Bee, because she belongs in this room.
Just looking around and seeing the pictures of my grandma on the walls and seeing pictures of me and my brother in that house, it was really meaningful to finally feel like I had a place at that table.
There's a little surprise we've got coming in. Happy birthday to you.
I've always wanted to celebrate in that room with my family.
And this is something that everybody put together for you. It's not just the picture we're giving you, you know that. That's the down payment from everyone on your grandmother's convertible car.
Those are tears of joy, right? Yes.
It was an incredibly healing experience having that celebration with everyone at the table. And as a family, I don't think we've ever been closer.
We all have some closure now, and I think that now we can say Bee's name without crying so hard. I'm really proud of the fact that the family was able to come together, and I just look forward to spending some time in the house. I really do.
It's been a life-changing week, and I hope that it's good for the family, and will continue to be good for the family. So we'll see what happens. It's a journey.
Nose in my business, it's none of your business.
Don't start with me.
Is she hoarding dead animals?
I can't stand that.
We can't allow him to continue to suffer like that.
Hey!
Hey, my God!
Christ.
Quit, Becky! You leave my stuff alone or you can get the hell out of here!
I called you so long ago, and now all of a sudden you're coming?
They're ruining the house. They could have burned the house to the ground.
Hey.
He doesn't carry a weapon, does he?
No. Can you shut your mouth?
I'll just leave.
You need an adult partner. Yeah, I do.
I'm Hannah, and I'm a cotton-picking ridge runner, stump jumper, and damn proud of it. I raise chickens, ducks, geese, turkeys, goats, and sheep.
All right, I'm coming now. Yeah, I hear you. LaWanda, I'll slap you, you don't listen. Down, daggone you!
It's almost 4.5 acres, and so I guess you wouldn't count it a little farm. I don't throw away anything that I can use later. I don't call it a hoarder. I call it keeping what you need to buy, gosh, and when you don't have money to go buy it later.
I'm Linda, and I'm Hannah's daughter. Mom's been living in the single wide for about 2 years now with chickens. Mom's got about 50 head of baby chickens and half-grown chickens in the tubs.
That's what was happening last night. There was a fight. You see that? Wound up killing you. Damn.
She's got chicken manure all over it, garbage all over it. It is bad. Really bad. Mom does not have heat in the single wide. She doesn't have anything to cook on but a hot plate. Mom can't even get to her kitchen sink.
It's important to me to get out of that old raggedy trailer and back into my house where I don't freeze my behaggies off all winter long.
My name is Becky, and I'm Hannah's oldest daughter. I get so pissed at my mother, the way she's living and letting these animals live.
Animals are suffering, but I can't sit there and tell Mom that they're suffering. Because if I tell her that, then she's gonna get mad at me and tell me, no, they're not suffering.
The animals are being more than tortured. They're not having a life. These animals are in prison.
They're all in okay shape as far as I know. If there's any of them there's something wrong with them, it's more than I know about.
There's a couple goats that can't even walk at all. Every time the goat took a step, it would lift its leg up because it was in pain. I couldn't believe it.
Kim!
She treats those animals the way she treated us kids.
You listen to me. You quit fighting them others, you hear me? I spank.
And I can't stand that.
We were abused many different ways.
The abuse was bad. I always wish I was never there.
There was many times that the cops were called.
I was 16 years old when the state of Illinois removed us. I only tolerate her because she is my mother. I don't have to punish her. God will.
I had 16 kids, and 10 of them are still living. If they don't want to have nothing to do with me, fine. If they do, fine. I was living before they was born, and I'll live till I die. Who in the hell ever heard of hoarding an animal? You can't hoard an animal. An animal will go where they damn well please.
I don't understand why she just doesn't say, okay, I give up on the animals. I'm gonna get rid of those. I give up on collecting things and live a better life. I don't understand that.
The way she lives, I can't be around her.
I can't see Mom live like this anymore. Something has to be done.
My name's Gary and I'm unemployed. Yeah, I got too many bunnies. They relax you. I mean, you could talk to them when nobody's around. They might answer you with their wiggling nose, but, you know, that's what's good about bunnies. Dottie's the oldest. She's 4.5. And then I got Studley in there. That's the one that got all the girl bunnies. That's how it all started. They say when bunnies do it, bunnies do it.
My name is Kathy, and I'm on Social Security disability. They've chewed through the drywall and gone under the bathtub to a closet. And then another direction, they've gone behind the hot water tank through the drywall and gone like to the cupboards.
I have the bunnies inside the house because I didn't have the time to build a hutch. I didn't have the money, didn't have the funds, didn't have any of that stuff.
Once the laundry area kind of got filled, Gary kept telling me he was going to clean it, which is always tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow.
I've been trying to get rid of these bunnies for at least almost close to 2 years.
My name is Jeff. I'm the Humane Officer for Portage County Animal Protective League. I walked down a hallway and saw a number of rabbits in a bathroom. The rabbits were not penned up. They were just roaming loose. The rabbits were chewing holes in the walls and were actually coming in and out of the walls of the house. It's a wonder they didn't have a fire, chewing through the wires the way they were. They could have burned the house to the ground.
My name is Todd. My wife and I are Kathy and Gary's landlords. Jeff had asked me if I'd seen my house lately, and I told him no. I live in Oklahoma. You know, when a humane officer starts asking him questions, you gotta wonder, man, there's a mess up there.
The dust and the feces had wandered its way into the kitchen area, and it was just, you know, just nasty.
I'm Lavanna, and my husband and I own the house that we rent to Gary and Kathy. I just couldn't believe that somebody could do that to somebody else's house.
Yeah, I guess I am worried about being evicted. I've never done nothing wrong in my life. Misdemeanors, yeah, that's growing up and stuff like that, but what did I do wrong? I have bunnies, that's what I did wrong.
I don't know how they can live in those conditions. She's always sick, so now I know why.
This is unhealthy. Well, you know what? I'd like to see how you live. I'd like to see, you know, I don't like you. Get out of my house.
I want them to get the house cleaned up, but if they don't, I'll have no choice but to kick them out.
I mean, you can't fight the system. I fought it, and look what happened. I'm losing my bunnies. Because as Bobby Fuller said, I fought the law and the law won.
I'm not, I know he's back there listening to me. It's like, I can't live like this anymore. In 4 days, if it wasn't cleaned in here, I would move out, because I cannot live like this. So if he doesn't go through with this, then I just have to go.
The smell of what's in my mother's house, if you can imagine going to a graveyard with nothing but bodies, rotten, decaying, that's what it smells like.
My name is Dr. Robin Zazio. I am a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in OCD and compulsive hoarding.
Right now, I ain't happy to see nobody.
It's quite clear that Hannah is an angry woman, and she wasn't even interested in walking me around and showing me the things that were troubling her and where she was needing help.
You want to enter in here where my mom lives?
I do. Okay.
Be careful because you'll fall through the floor there.
Okay. When I walked in the trailer, I was almost speechless. The condition was so bad in this trailer.
There's chickens all in these containers.
The air quality was overwhelming. That's manure?
That's
It's
manure.
up this high.
Yes, that's manure. It's all in this house. Nothing works in this place.
I mean, this isn't fit for anything to live in.
No.
The overcrowding of these animals was just shocking. It's absolutely animal abuse and cruelty. There's no question about it. Okay, Linda, is she hoarding dead animals? Why is she not even throwing the animals away?
This is the second time I've seen one dead. I've seen one dead outside.
She sees these animals in this kind of care as being humane.
They're fine, she says. They don't need, they're too young.
Hannah's denial allows her to live in there and say that everything's fine. No one is gonna make it through the winter in here. There's
And
no way.
I told her that. She says, well, I'll just have to put an electric heater in here.
And it's gonna go up in flames.
Exactly. That's what I told her.
Hannah's children were taken away from her, and they've been gone for several years now, and so they're watching her deterioration from afar. I know that the impact has been very, very hard on them.
This is not healthy. This is disgusting, gross. I can't see my mom living like this.
It's gotta be hard. The prognosis for Hannah is very poor. She lacks any insight into the problem of her hoarding, of the abuse and the neglect, and her current health conditions.
She has all those health issues. Heart, lung, back. She can't walk. And look, she complains about walking in here.
Well, she complains about her health, but she completely defends that this is a completely safe environment.
Yes.
I don't know what's gonna happen to Hannah.
With the boxes being down the hallway and here and there, with her walking, yeah, to me it's stretching your muscles and you're getting a good workout from it.
Hi, Kathy.
Hello.
I'm Mark Pfeffer. I spoke to you on the phone.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. I'm Mark Pfeffer, a licensed psychotherapist specializing in the treatment of people who compulsively hoard. Is your husband going to be joining us?
I don't believe so, not today.
Okay.
Would you like to come in?
Yes, let's proceed.
Just watch your step.
The air quality was certainly pungent with the odor of feces and urine. I know that Gary's here. I can hear the TV.
Do you think you can turn down whatever you have on back there for a little bit for me? Please? Can you please do it for me, please? Just so we can get through this tonight, and then once they're gone, you can turn it up as loud as you want.
Kathy enables Gary, and Gary is a very angry man who really alienates himself from the world of criticism.
The doctor would like to speak to you. One moment.
Gary, this is Mark Pfeffer. He hung up. Gary not only fills this need to control with animals, but he also controls Kathy through phone calls within their home.
What's going on out there?
Gary, can I just say something to you if you don't mind?
He hung up on you again.
Well, I can hear him hanging up, so we're getting close. Gary is hoarding control. He's trying to make some sense of a life that's gone awry by collecting animals, by controlling his wife. Kathy, I just want to make sure I'm going to go in and try to see if I can talk to your husband. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just warning you.
He
so-
doesn't carry a weapon, does he?
No.
Gary?
Nobody's home. Please leave.
Well, you know, I'm here to help you and your wife. If you feel that this lifestyle is working for you, then we shouldn't be here.
What don't you understand by the
Well-
word no?
Well, it certainly feels you have more strength to take care of your animals and to do other things than to turn off your audio here and talking to me for 3 minutes so you and your wife could have a shot at a life.
You want to know? That's what pisses me off.
Okay, but we're not those people, okay?
Yeah,
And
but
I
you're
won't-
having those people come here and take them.
When you have a hoarder that has an anger management issue, it really becomes very difficult.
I don't want to see this idiot because I might have something to say to him.
Say whatever you need to say,
Yeah,
but
right.
be.
And then they're going to throw me in jail. I
No,
don't
you're
think
not
so.
gonna hit anyone. Let's just do
I'm
it.
not going to hit anyone, even though if I say something wrong to somebody, I
Right.
get thrown in jail.
When you walk in the house, there is a combination of smells that consist of fecal matter, dead carcasses, old food, mold and mildew. It's absolutely overwhelming. And the irony is, Hannah has no emotion about it. She's simply saying, I'm glad you're here to help me clean. But she is not in any way disturbed by this environment.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We have got a lot of work to do today.
My name is Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist.
If we don't know already, Hannah is in charge, okay?
And nothing gets thrown into the dump trucks unless I tell them to.
Loud and clear. This is our animal safety team.
Well, I imagine I've worked with livestock before Yuns was ever born.
Hannah is very comfortable with who she is. I think she's been a fighter all of her life. We are not going to change Hannah. We're not going to change who she is. We're here to help the animals, and we're here to get Hannah a safe place to live.
All right, everybody ready to go?
Ready.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
We can make some space over here for things she wants to keep out of the house. That is all feces. Ugh, this is a dead chicken that was underneath about a foot of feces.
That's right.
It got crushed under the weight of the feces, and it was in a cage so it couldn't get out.
She ain't wanting to be petted much. She got her foot caught in an old piece of fencing.
How long ago did that happen?
Last fall.
Last fall. Is she pregnant?
Yeah, she's pregnant. She's pregnant to have a baby next month.
This duck can't even stretch his legs. We've watched him. All he can do is kind of scooch on this wire. Her feet are not intended to be on wire. You get chronic injury and inflammation. The ducks need to have access to water so that they can swim,
No, I don't want them in no water to swim. I don't want them laying their eggs in water where I can't get them to sit.
You have a pond where the ducks could get to?
No, I don't want them in that pond.
That would be great.
You put them in that pond, well, goodbye. I just fed them for nothing.
I know what she is required to provide for these animals, and she's not providing it.
Do you feel like this is a good living environment for them to be in at this point? I mean, with
until I can
this
do
size?
better, yeah, they'll stay in there.
It's not right for these animals to live in this condition.
I need to get more space for these goats. And this is a great opportunity.
It's enough space for them for now. I'll get the rest of it done myself later on.
We got a bunch of guys with a bunch of trucks that are free. That's why I want to
There
use
ain't
this
nothing
bit.
going out of here.
I'm telling you, half of this is trash.
I don't care what you're telling me. I'm telling you. I own it. You don't.
Correct. She's a rattlesnake. She just lets you know that you're bugging her. She makes a lot of noise, tries to get you to go away. I'd like to get this out of here.
It's going to stay right where it is.
Okay, so we want to get, the goal was to give your goats more space. You're saying this is not the way to do it.
No, that stuff stays there.
What about if we just reshuffled it to here and
No,
there and here?
I said it stays there. How many times I have to tell you that?
It's difficult to do a hoarding cleanup when the hoarder doesn't want to touch anything.
Mom.
I'm gonna go.
There are animals on this property that are suffering, and we can't allow them to continue to suffer like that.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. When you start out messing with it, I'll sue every damn one of you.
You know, Hannah, that's
Now,
your
by
right.
God, there's no damn sense of you getting out here, sticking your damn nose in my business. It's none of your business.
But we were called here, and we were called here for a reason, Hannah, and that was to make your life better, right?
Yes, and taking my animals sure as hell won't make it
Okay,
better.
but it also, we need to make the animal's life better as well.
I have been battling this damn bullshit for years. Somebody else got their damn nose stuck where they got no business.
What is this?
What is this?
What the hell? What the hell is going on out here?
Gary, you gonna sign these rabbits over to me so we can get them out of here?
Take them. Take them.
Well,
If I don't do nothing, you're gonna give me a ticket for it. Take them.
Very simple.
I called you so long ago, and now all of a sudden you're coming? I don't.
You didn't call me.
Well, you know what? Then the APL should have called you.
Look, I just need your signature right here. It's very simple. He was a little hostile about it, but he just signed a big X on it and handed me back the paper. Thank you.
Yeah, why don't you do your job?
The APL guy must have set him off this morning. Now he doesn't want to come back when the rabbits are taken.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Dorothy Brenninger. I'm a professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding. Now, I notice we have one person who's missing.
Right, my husband.
Where's Gary?
He's not going to be here this morning.
Okay. If Gary's not there to make the decisions, then Kathy probably won't make the decisions. She doesn't want to get in trouble. So I would imagine if he's not there, it'll be difficult. And if he is there, it'll be difficult because he's a difficult individual.
I expect him to be here and, share everything with me, and he's kind of copping out on me again.
Again?
Again.
Okay.
Well, let's get through this morning, and hopefully he'll show up.
In terms of safety, we have bleach and we've got water. We have to take spray bottles and start spraying down the whole place so that we can keep all of the feces on the floor, because all of us are at risk of respiratory problems. I want everybody wearing masks. The two of you need to do a walkthrough of the house so that you can, have you seen the house yet or
No.
not?
Coming in. Oh, yeah.
Just so I understand, you had no idea any of this was going on?
Not this.
Not to this extent.
All we knew is that they had to stop using a storage unit and had to bring all their furniture from that storage unit here.
Okay.
Gosh, this ain't furniture. This is just
There's
junk.
I feel so sorry for the homeowners because this house is completely damaged. I'll tell you what, if I were the homeowner, I would not give them a second chance.
Oh, man. Look at that. Look at the dust.
What are your honest thoughts about this?
It's disrespectful.
This is nasty. This is disgusting. They're ruining the house. The longer you let it go, the harder it is to fix. I can't believe this is all rabbit feces and, come on, really?
I'm just thinking,
Got it.
how could they live in this?
Could you imagine the smell that furniture is gonna blow through because all this rabbit stuff?
There is some damage to the wiring as well.
Having them see it like this is just horrible. I just think they're a lot more upset than they're letting on, which I don't blame them. I mean, I'm upset and it's not, my personal house. I'm just renting here. I think Gary's running away and hiding from it. Hiding in a hole like a rabbit. It's like they turned the bathroom into a rabbit hutch.
Well, I know you're not angry at them.
No, not at all.
What are you angry about?
I'm angry because Gary's not here, and he's the one that let him go like this.
If it's not cleaned out, we'll have no choice but to evict them.
There are animals that are suffering terribly, and we just wanted to get the ones in the most extreme pain to the rescue facility so that they could get some care.
And literally, as we're having that conversation, we see animal control coming up through the front yard. And we had no idea what was going on.
What the hell is going on?
Okay, what is going on here?
We still don't really know who called. We don't know if it was a neighbor. We think it might have been a vet that was visiting here earlier in the week.
What the hell is
I don't
going
know.
on
I don't
out
know,
here?
Mom. I don't know.
I know that's what had happened. Every time you get a bunch of them involved, that's what happens. I know I'd be the loser.
We asked them to leave because we thought that Hannah was going to work with us.
We got it covered. You're okay. You're okay. They're leaving. They're leaving, okay?
It's a bunch of damn.
Hannah, these people are ready to come in and take all your animals.
Right.
I don't think
That's all the they think about. You running, taking somebody
trying
out
to
there.
save them
and I'm
for
trying
you,
to
I
prevent
promise.
that. But you've got some that you can't care for.
I can care for him if I had
Hannah,
some.
Hannah, we are on your team, I promise.
Will you
I
shut up
promise.
when I'm talking to her? I can manage them just fine. All of them.
Let me tell
We
you
gotta
what
do-
we can do for you, Hannah, okay? Let me give you an option, okay?
No, it ain't an option. You might tell me what you can do, but it's not an option.
But I'm asking you to let us do this. We got to deal with this.
You let Robin take the sick one so you can keep
Yeah,
the
but
rest
you
of
take the. I ain't got nothing.
I'm not.
I don't give a damn. You take the ones you're calling sick, and I've got nothing left.
And Hannah.
And I might as well just
let me
get rid
tell
of the
you.
whole thing and be done with it.
I don't want to do that.
Hannah has extremely poor judgment and insight, and she can't make any healthy decisions.
This is the solution.
Oh, yeah, that's the solution for you, but it's not for me.
Don't start with me. Don't start with me.
Whoa.
No, you guys were supposed to come up here and help her.
We are
not,
helping.
I'm not supposed to get phone calls while I'm at work.
Calm down.
And she's upset.
Calm down.
You know she's got heart. No.
Calm down.
My mother is nobody's gonna start with her.
Who started with her? Calm down.
One of the grandchildren was apparently calling Hannah's daughter and saying things that weren't even happening.
I get phone calls while I'm at work.
Okay, calm down. Calm down. I don't know who you are.
Everybody's calling me here. I'm not gonna deal with my mother getting upset and having a heart attack.
She is fine.
No, that ain't what I got.
Time
I
out.
don't give a what you say.
Time out. Bart,
Hey,
Bart,
calm down.
please
I'm
go that way.
missing my mother.
Okay.
She's right here.
Calm down.
We're gonna do something. No one talk.
Robin and I were able to stop her, but she still ended up getting in a fight with her brother.
Everything was going fine until her
Bart,
Shut your mouth, Bart!
Please.
get over here.
Hey, watch out, Bart!
Don't do it, Bart.
Hey.
She'll knock the hell out of him and flatten him out.
These children that she has raised don't have ability to communicate without yelling.
This isn't helping.
This family is probably the largest family I've ever seen, and it is by far the most dysfunctional family I have ever seen.
They're all running loose in there, so it's going to be difficult to get them all. Come here, buddy.
Got it? Hey. All right, okay, baby. You're okay. There you go, baby.
Hold on. A couple of them scratched me, but that's just their normal reaction to being picked up because it seems like they haven't been handled much. Go, baby.
Hello, it's Gary. Has Todd and Lavinia left? Yeah, they have left.
Gary, I'm Dorothy.
How big do you want it?
Very big.
The sign on the door was a little disturbing when I first saw it. The APL was out here maybe a year ago, and I don't know what went on then. I just started this job as humane officer in July. This one's got some injuries to it. All the rabbits appeared healthy with the exception of one who looks like he has some wounds on him, and it's probably from fighting with another male rabbit.
If they would have came a year ago and took them, they wouldn't be in this environment.
White one right behind you.
And two in here.
No, just one.
There's one.
Why weren't these rescue groups around when we tried calling them?
It's a little different when a humane officer calls them and says, hey, we got a problem, than when, just somebody else calls, so.
Hope you caught that.
It was interesting to watch Gary's anger today and how he uses his anger and sarcasm to really alienate people, get what he wants, and stay in control.
It was unfortunate because my crew didn't get in until just about 3 o'clock today. If we see that it's been damaged, it's made its way over here. So,
I'm gonna go catch bunnies. I don't want to get mad.
okay. But do we need you for any decisions, or is
Probably.
Kathy's decision okay?
Gary, he's deaf in one ear, so it's hard for him to hear.
Okay. You cover for him a lot, don't you?
Yeah,
You're
I do.
a really great lady who tries to cover for him.
Yeah, I do.
I was going to suggest the computer room for you on these, because we're going to use that front bedroom as complete storage. Because where these go.
Thanks. Why did you have to throw the friggin' water at me?
Because I felt like it. It's childish, that's right.
Yeah, and that's what you are, is just a big friggin' child all the time.
Gary just stormed off. He was gone and left Kathy holding the bag. And you know what? She was in tears. You need an adult with you right now, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
You need an adult partner.
The whole day yesterday was about dealing with Hannah, keeping her emotions down so she doesn't get sick. We never really got any cleaning done. All we were doing was damage control.
We did get Hannah to agree to let some of the goats go, some of the ducks go, the rabbit, and a really, really sick turkey.
We have animals that are in unbelievably crowded conditions. We have animals that are in 1.5 to 2 foot of feces. This is absolutely unacceptable. This little bird got absolutely no meat on his bones at all. I can't change everything here, but I can change this chicken's little world. I would rather him die in my arms than in the cage.
Hannah, I'm really concerned about the bird that died, okay? And I'm afraid that there's other birds in here that are starving too. Hannah, if they're starving, we need to do something for them.
Well, if they're starving, I gotta get feed to them. Gotta sit them
It's
down
not
in the
gonna
cage.
help right now.
It will do it because none of
That's
them
not
sitting.
gonna help. That's why that
the
one
ones
died.
that are
Hannah.
starving need
The
medical
one
care.
died has gotten hurt and it won't
You
eat.
know it starved.
It was starving.
It's been hurt for longer than I thought. So they take the rest of them out. It don't cost none of you a penny. It cost me, not you. Get that mic out of my face.
Hannah,
Get it out.
Hannah, calm down.
Before we leave today, we will make sure all the animals have food, that they have adequate water, that they are in the best condition and the cleanest cages that we can get for them. And then we will be contacting the state officials on Monday morning at 8 o'clock.
All boxes got to go out to the barn.
No, they don't, because there is stuff in there that cannot go in the barn.
Okay.
And I don't give a whether you like it or don't.
Okay. But they're going to the barn.
They are.
Hey!
You want me to sit your
Hey!
Quit, Becky!
No!
Guys!
It's okay.
Guys.
It's okay. My mom has lashed out at me many times. I'm used to it. That's what she did when we were kids. So I just take it.
Kiss my. You leave my stuff alone or you get the hell out of here now, whatever you want to do.
Well, that's where we're at. We're either gonna move it all or we're leaving. You gotta decide. It's trash.
Trash?
This family decided that they were gonna do whatever it takes to get this house safe for their mom. And they've done that. But the reality is this house will be full very quickly. If you let it get this far, man, it's a real hard thing to change. A really hard thing to change.
Here, come.
We have offered aftercare services for Hannah. She does not think that she has a compulsive hoarding problem. She does not by any means see anything wrong with the treatment of these animals, and she's refusing all help at this point. Hannah's prognosis is extremely poor, probably the worst of any hoarder I've ever worked with.
Yesterday was a day full of fear, anger, and frustration. I'm hoping we can use that energy today to work as a team. What do you think?
Like I said, less bull, more work.
What was that?
Less bull, more work.
Well, then drop the attitude and...
Well, then let's get going, you know?
We will be working. We're going to be working very, very hard. And we have housekeepers coming in at 1
There's
o'clock
gotta be a
as
Browns
well.
fan
So,
talking to
Gary, we've got housekeepers coming in at 1 as well.
First they want me to talk, and now they don't want me to talk.
Well, she's talking. Can you shut your mouth?
I'll just leave.
Well, it would be nice if you'd let them explain what's going on. I'm sorry.
That's okay. How old was Gary just now?
He was being 2 years old.
Yeah, you're kind of a mom a lot of the time?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can tell.
Gary has this habit when faced with any kind of conflict or criticism of checking out.
We found 20 or more mice.
Turn around, turn your back now. Go, armpit.
It just became funny almost because we were picking them up with our hands and taking them out to the woods and letting them go.
Set them down and get rid of them. Look at all the room.
So the holes are still exposed here, right?
Yeah, I didn't see
I didn't even
those
see them yesterday.
because
The table was in the way.
Yeah.
Right, right. This bathroom, bad shape. I just don't know what to say. If you were going to repair it, what would you require?
Oh, the whole thing would be redone.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's
Top to bottom.
gonna have to be gutted.
I'm still not clear how much of the hoarding is, yours.
It's 50-50.
50-50.
I mean, it's like, you're gonna stop cleaning? Fine, I'll stop cleaning.
Okay.
You know, it's like, it's two bulls
Yeah.
going up head
Yeah.
to head. Who can win?
Yeah.
And nobody won.
So you've got about, oh, we have one more rabbit.
Oh.
All of a sudden, one rabbit pops out.
Oh,
so
there's the other, that's a baby.
then a second rabbit came out. Oh, we've got babies.
It's almost funny. I don't
Yeah,
know.
if it wasn't so sad, it would be funny. Yeah, I agree.
What I want to do is have my brother come over like every 2 weeks.
Okay.
He can just check on the progress that's being made.
As of now, the plan is for them to stay. Give her 4, 5, 6 weeks, see if there's any improvement. If it starts looking like it's going to get back to the way it was, then we're going to have to start thinking about eviction. Everyone deserves some sort of second chance. Sometimes they go through it, sometimes they fall.
I'm surprised that she hasn't burned down the place.
So it's a miracle that you are still alive today.
I'm done trying.
Good, don't come back in.
You was really mean to me.
You need to change. She's gonna die in this house.
Oh my gosh.
Was the same as my nightmare.
I pee in a bucket.
You love your crap more than you love us. That's how we feel.
Stressed out so bad, I just can't take it anymore.
There's no room in her head to care about us.
I'm Teresa, and I'm a mother, and I love almost every minute of it.
I'm Jace, and Teresa is my mom. I moved out when I was approximately 15 years old. My relationship with my mom just kind of severed there. I don't recall a time when there wasn't clutter in the home. She always smoked in the home, never smoked outside. I remember mouse droppings, and you could hear mice underneath the couch. The fridge was always just disgusting. I never had a stove or an oven-cooked meal. We ate out a lot and had TV dinners.
My house is filled, yes, but at least a third of the stuff in my house is for crafting. But it's what I excel at. I'm good at what I do. A lot of people crochet, but they don't make scrubbies. I make a lot of scrubbies. They'll clean anything. You can scrub your dishes, scrub your tub, you can clean out your fridge. Anything that needs to be cleaned can be cleaned with a scrubby. They won't scratch anything. I mean, they're the most wonderful thing there ever was.
I began to realize that it was abnormal, probably at the age where I wanted to have friends over, and my mom would only let friends come over if they came in through my window. We were not allowed to go past my bedroom door, not even to use the restroom. So if they needed to use the restroom, go home. I just said, look, the way that this house looks, the way it smells, the way that we interact with others is not normal. And I am not gonna live in this house one more second. And I called my dad, and he picked me up, and I never stepped foot back in the house again.
I'm Rick, and Teresa's my sister. All she has is Jace. He's trying to be a physician's assistant, and she just brags about that.
I'm so proud of my son.
She loves me. I know she is so proud of me for going to graduate school.
He is so smart. He's gonna be somebody, and he's not gonna have to go through the life that we had to go through.
You know, I love her, she loves me. I think he loves her, but the way that he grew up, I don't know how he could be as normal as he is.
It wasn't a good marriage. He drank, he stepped out on me. Girlfriends started calling every night, and he took my self-esteem from me. And I just fell to pieces.
My sister said that there's many times that she's burned her blankets and the couch and her bed. I'm surprised that she hasn't burned down the place. It's amazing to me that it hasn't.
If my mom doesn't clean the home, I will call Adult Protective Services. It would be very difficult to do, but I would make the call.
She easily could die.
My name is Doris. I retired in 2006. I think I'm a hoarder in a way. When I buy stuff, I let it stack up, and then pretty soon, the junk gets to the ceiling. I have new dresses, storage containers, luggage. I have a lot of stuff that's good, but it's covered up by junk.
I'm Celeste, and Doris is my grandmother. My grandmother's daily life is affected very strongly by her hoarding.
I cannot cook in my kitchen at this time because it's all blocked off. My bathroom is not working. I don't go in there anymore.
I'm Cynthia, and Doris is my mother. My mother has been saying that she's going to make a path to the bathroom for about 8 years, and there's still no path so that it can get fixed.
When my bathroom got stopped up, I moved out to the patio.
I try not to think about my grandmother's daily living conditions because I know that it must be really hard.
When I need to bathe, I have a bucket out here. I heat water and I wash up. I pee in a bucket and I pour it out by the back gate. When I have to do number 2, I do it in a bucket and put it in the trash can.
I feel really terrible about my mom living in this situation. For years, I offered to help get all the stuff out of the house so that I could move in and be with her, but she gives me a million excuses to keep me from helping her. I don't want to report her to Adult Protective Services, but I'm just concerned for the health risks for her living out there. I do think that hoarding was caused by the loss of love, the loss of dreams that she had in her life.
Cynthia's father was an alcoholic, and it was very, very lonesome because he would go out and get drunk. So I go to garage sales and bought a lot of things I didn't even need.
She filled my playhouse full of stuff, so I never got to play in it. Then she started filling my room up with stuff, but I was still living in there. And it just kept getting worse and worse. Our relationship was so difficult because of the mess in the house. Just constant fighting, and I just couldn't take it anymore. After I moved out, my mother filled it all up with stuff, where she couldn't even open the door to the bedrooms any longer. And she was sleeping on top of piles of clothes and things. And then 10 or 12 years ago, my mother sold the house that I grew up in and moved in the house that she's in now. And now that house is full of hoard.
I've never ever been in my grandmother's house my whole entire life. That hurts me, you know. Always wanted to just be able to go to my grandma's house and make her some dinner and put on some music and we can dance in the living room. I want her to experience a true, beautiful life.
I'm surprised that she hasn't burned down the place. If she did, it wouldn't be a shock. It'd be a sadness, but it wouldn't be a shock.
Hi, Rick.
Hi.
I'm glad you're here. I'm Dr. Suzanne Chabot, and I specialize in OCD and hoarding disorder. Hello, Teresa? This is Dr. Chabot. Can I come in?
Yeah. Okay.
It's been hard to get up off that sofa, huh?
I'm not getting up.
You're not getting up?
No.
Oh, come on, Teresa. Come on.
It's been 25 years since I've been in her house. When I walked in and saw how it was, I'm surprised that she's still alive. I just couldn't believe how many burn holes in the blanket and the couch.
Come on, Teresa.
I'm showing you. I can lay down here.
It's so interesting to me that that's like your peaceful place. And from,
It is.
And from the outside, let me tell you what it looks like. It looks like a corpse. You're in an immovable place, and it's like you're dying there.
This is my bed.
Teresa's house is a death ready to happen. I'm afraid you're gonna burn yourself up alive in that spot.
I am not even smoking.
I know, but she's talking about all those burn holes in your, in the couch and on your blankets and stuff. That scares me.
You getting up?
Yes, I am. You're getting pretty bossy. What do you want to see? I did him wrong in a lot of ways. I wasn't the best mother. I allowed all this kind of stuff to happen.
Allowed what to happen?
The house to get like this, but I couldn't have loved him anymore.
Every fiber in my body, I hope it's a success and that this changes her life, but what I've seen, I don't give her much chance.
I have a hard time with the whole hoarding issue. If I ask my mother, can you throw something away? Then she'll tell me that she's sick. That's what I hear all the time. She just goes around in circles. It's impossible talking to her.
Here we are. Your mom's living quarters. You ready?
Yes.
My name is Mark Pfeffer. I'm a licensed psychotherapist and specialist in the treatment of hoarding disorder.
Hi. Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Mom.
Come on in.
Doris has hoarded up her home to the point where she has to sleep in the back room because there's no other room for her.
What are your thoughts about walking into your mom's house today?
I have to say it's worse than I expected.
It's just disgusting. I don't understand it and I don't have any patience for it.
Like many children of hoarders, Cynthia is really very angry. She holds a grudge towards her mom for many years of not taking action.
Oh my gosh.
I just don't understand. I don't, like, when you come in here, Mom, and you see something like this, why don't you just take it and throw it away?
Because, Cynthia, I have been very sick.
Okay, this is where I'm gonna get upset.
Anytime I say I'm sick, she gets
Because,
upset.
Mom, this is what you do. When I start calling you on your bull, you say you're sick, and I don't understand that.
The hardest part of the cleanup will be allowing people into the home. She does not want people to know. This is her dirty secret.
This is the first step to getting your life back. My name is Corey Chalmers. I'm an extreme cleaner that specializes in biohazard and hoarding. The crisis for me and you living here is the extreme fire danger.
That was.
This speaks volumes. I've never seen anything like this before. I really haven't. So it's a miracle that you are still alive today. We have literally 3 days, but in that 3 days, you have all these resources that are here that can completely get this house back to a safe and functional condition. So are you ready to start touching your things and making those difficult choices?
We've got lots
Yes.
of help here.
Good answer. Good answer.
Let's start. Let's do this. What we're doing is we're trying to get this door open.
Okay.
So we're really trying to work from the top down.
Okay.
And making decisions.
I thought it would be a good idea to get Jace to go in with his mom and let him really experience what it's like to work through this with his mother.
Here is a trash bag. Here is the box for keep stuff. We're just showing her items and asking her. Good luck.
All right.
Jace wants a mom, face to face. He doesn't want objects taking the place of him in her life.
All of it's garbage.
Yeah, it is to you.
Nothing in here. Completely empty.
Yeah, that's to put my scrubbies in.
Well, you looks like you have plenty of them. What about this?
For my cat.
So can I throw it away?
No.
Can I throw this away?
No.
Can I throw this away?
No.
Why?
That's why I put crafts in.
You use it clearly here underneath all this mouse droppings. So can I throw it away?
No.
I don't understand how she sees any value in something that has been covered with mouse urine and feces. I didn't know it was this bad. It's sad.
Jace was shocked that she couldn't see beyond the tip of her nose. She can't see past the objects and see her son. That's the basic reason why he's so angry.
Keep.
Why?
Because I get them for gifts.
You're gonna give that to somebody?
Well, that can be wiped off.
That's mouse droppings.
So what? I've got antibacterial stuff.
Jace got to see firsthand that you just don't get in and get rid of the stuff. He had to face the painful reality that this is a disorder and his mom can never love him fully in the way that she should or could, as long as she counts on objects and doesn't count on people.
I'm done trying for a moment at least.
Hi.
We're here to help you.
You're not helping anything.
Okay, so I'm gonna let him out, okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
All right.
Don't come back in.
I probably won't. I hope they don't make me.
Good.
This is what you do when I start calling you on your bullshit. You say you're sick, and I don't understand that. I'm sorry.
I just want this whole thing to be over with. I want the house to be all clean. I don't want to have to deal with this.
Are you okay?
No.
This would be the
Oh my gosh,
the dining room.
Celeste.
The inside of the house, oh my gosh, was the same as my nightmare. There's even food in the cabinet still. I don't want to touch anything. I'm never this tall where I can reach the ceiling.
Okay, look at the whole ceiling needs to be scrubbed, the walls need to be scrubbed. First, we got to get everything out. So as long as she's willing, we can move forward.
I'm ready.
All right, let's do some work.
Okay, ladies, good morning. I'm Dorothy Brenninger. I'm a professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding. So what we're going to do is the guys are going to bring it all out, and then we're going to put it on this area, and then we sort it into the boxes over there. Make sense?
Yes. That's no good because it's got stains on it.
This is what we're finding. Can you see what that is?
Is that a rat?
This is a rat. We're finding lots of rats.
In there?
Right here among this stuff.
You ready?
Why couldn't I keep something like that?
Would you want your granddaughter to drink out of a cup that was sitting where it was cockroaches and rats?
I don't think Doris is really acknowledging the problem. It's really an infested house. Stuff has to be tossed. It's no good. It's not healthy.
You've got 3 minutes to go through this.
Are those picture frames?
They are, but they're broken.
Make a decision.
I guess throw it away. I don't.
You throw it away.
It's not my decision.
You throw it away. I want you to throw it away.
This is really not my decision.
The best way to teach her to make some difficult decisions
There's nothing in it, right?
No.
is to make those decisions at high levels of anxiety. I know this is hard, but I want you to feel the difficulty. This is how you're going to learn, Doris, to make sure this doesn't happen again.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
Okay.
I'm stressed out so bad. I just can't take it anymore.
Jace got to see firsthand the painful reality that this is a disorder and his mom's dying in this house.
Hello there.
Hi, that didn't work good.
You and Jace working together?
Yeah.
Okay. But my job is to get you kind of back into the game. So what I'd like to do is have you outside. I'll have the blue guys come and get all this pile right here.
Okay.
Lay it all out on that blue tarp out there. You walk through and say, keep, donate, whatever. If nothing's getting thrown away, it's all getting brought out. And then you
It
can look
better
at
not get thrown away.
it. Well, you're going to be right there, so you'll see everything coming out the
Okay.
front door.
All right.
You was really mean to me.
I'm sorry, but us nicing you to death is not working. You need to change. I hope that we can figure out how to redirect her thoughts and her thinking, because the thing that I yearn for most is to just have my mom.
Can you let your son's love for you count? Look at his face. He's holding back tears. He's here because he loves you. Can't you see the love?
That's why we're here.
I know. I want to become my old self again. And you gotta help me get there, but you gotta let me do it my way.
Jace needed to realize that you don't bring the dump trucks in and clear the house in 2 days and there's no pain. In fact, there's so much pain, and that's why the house is full.
Teresa, we're going to look through this stuff right now. And my challenge to you is to look at it through a new set of eyes. Not the Teresa that's lived the last several years, but the new Teresa and what she wants for her future.
Try, just try.
I've got to have these. They're brand new.
If you find something you want and you
Okay,
decide to let it go.
This is new, and I'm keeping it.
What is it?
It's perfume, and not one of you is gonna tell me it's going. This is a new lipstick. No.
That does not smell like a new lipstick.
Oh, don't make yourself look like a clown.
I'm not.
Teresa, sit, that might help you out.
I'm beautiful.
Quite a disappointing day. There's so much to be done, but she wants to touch, think about, look at, talk about every single thing. Teresa, it's the end of the day for us. So I want you to look and see how much stuff you have, how much needs to be gone through, and we need some
This is
fast
what I
decisions
kept my
here.
Scrubbies in.
This is
Oh, and this I have to keep because I'm getting my money back from the vet. This was a cat collar.
At this point, I don't have any hope, really, that we're going to get this house cleaned.
Let it all out, baby.
it just deeply hurts me. It's like cutting a piece of my heart out of me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, each item.
This may have been the first day of Doris's life where she had a lot of pressure to make rational decisions.
It's too hard.
Just take a deep breath.
And it was pressure that she could not handle. So tomorrow's going to be a challenge.
Go over the top of this.
I'm sitting there like a rock watching everybody take my stuff and throw it out.
Yes.
And all my stuff is going to the dump truck.
It doesn't seem right.
No.
Being that we're bringing everything out, we're able to save things that we might have never been able to get if we weren't doing this.
Even though Doris knows we're trying to help her, she's suspect that somehow we're going to discard some of her possessions that mean so much to her.
I'm sitting there watching everybody throw my stuff in the truck. All my stuff that I've worked for years. Each bag you take out and throw in there goes another piece of my heart.
My mother is not dealing with the situation. She thinks everybody's out to get her. She tries to play the victim, and I don't respond to that.
Cynthia, you're not happy with that comment.
No. Can I say something now?
Yeah, you can.
Because you know what, Mom? All this crap that you've been saving has been put in space between me and you and your grandchildren, and you love your crap more than you love us. That's how we feel. So every time you say it, that we're throwing a piece of your heart away, it's like we're not even here. I am so sick of hearing you say that, and you can be as mad at me as you want. I don't even care anymore.
You never have cared.
That's why I'm here. I moved back from Hawaii for you because I don't care. You think I would like being back here? I don't.
This is the way she talks to me all the time.
Because it's always about you. Okay, and I'm done.
Teresa, open the door. Don't worry about her. She's having such a hard time breathing and coughing. She can't even get off the couch to open the door. At this point, we have to find a way in there so we can get her a breathing treatment. We gotta step on all this hoard right here.
Corey's a paramedic, Teresa. He can help you.
Hey, don't move. You need your nebulizer.
I got one in the bathroom.
You know, she was really struggling. This is another sign of how this critical house is gonna kill her. You know, if we weren't here, what would have happened? She couldn't get to a phone, she couldn't get to the door. I don't know how many things she's gonna have to go through like this before she realizes she's gonna die in this house. Put the cigarette out.
I will.
Now.
I will.
You can't take a breathing treatment and have a cigarette. That's ridiculous.
I know.
Okay, breathe that in, come on.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm telling you, if you don't take advantage of this, this is a death trap for you. We're throwing out the rescue to you. And I'm saying, you say, please rescue me from this.
Please rescue me.
Will you let us do what we need to do to rescue you?
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna get started.
It's already boxed.
The bottom straight back to the grass.
You guys, your distance to my sewing machine. It's not going.
Mom, let's get out of here.
My God, that's the only cover to my sewing machine.
Now, why do you need a tidy cat container?
I'm gonna put
some of my yarns and that in them.
You've got a bunch of Tupperware containers.
I don't care.
Mom, let's get out of here, please.
I'll be here all night if you guys keep this up.
I'm really frustrated. Teresa's given us permission to go full gangbusters, and then she walks in and says stop everything. So we're just trying to make progress when we can, because we know she's going to come and shut it down within minutes.
When was the last time you used your sewing machine?
I haven't been able to get to it, but I'm gonna use it.
I just can't take it. It's like so frustrating.
I just have had it with her saying that every time you throw her junk away, we're throwing away a piece of her heart, because she's just saying that all that stuff is more important than us. I'm mad at my mom right now. I don't even want to talk to her. I want to stay completely away from her.
$53 suitcases that came out of the hallway, living room, and bedroom. You want to know why you don't have space in the house, babe? Here you go.
This is a
Here
great
you go.
visual example for you to see. And it'd be a great opportunity for you to practice making hard decisions. We're going to start over here.
This is all dirty clothes, really stinky, 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 stinky.
I don't know what's in there. Is that jewelry?
Nope. No. It's all used and rubbish already.
Celeste stepped up in a very big way. She could be firm with her grandmother like no one else.
Do you have a deadbolt lock there?
I have
Does
two.
it work?
Yes.
Do you need this one?
No.
Okay.
Ooh, tough love. Doris does not trust any human being, but she trusts her granddaughter.
I'm making this choice for you. Do you trust me, Grandma?
Okay.
Well done. It's getting easier for you.
Yeah, you got it.
It started raining, seriously. Everything was getting wet. We had to scramble. We put it under the tent. It's a flood zone here.
It's not going. I'll be here all night if you guys keep this up.
Mom, please just choose me over this stuff, please. Mom, it can all be replaced. Please, choose me over this stuff. Please.
Chose you.
Okay, if you choose me, will you please step out of the garbage can and let all these people finish what they came to do?
I know you've lived on this couch for a long time. With all the dead mice we have found right around this area, this couch is really gross. The cushions are completely flat and there's holes everywhere in it, and I know there's rodent activity in it. I want to beg you to let us remove it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am so happy and impressed. I feel as of today, I feel that our relationship has grown. So just as long as you're doing good, that's all that matters. All right?
I love you so much, honey.
I love you too.
We removed most of the fire danger just by removing the clutter from this house. And we've made medical boxes for her to have one in each room that has all of her medicines, her breathing treatments, so she doesn't have any problem reaching them. I think all the crises have been addressed at this point. Teresa, everyone here did a lot of work, including you. You guys ready to see it?
Yes, we are. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Oh my.
This is so awesome, Teresa.
I could not leave you on that couch, Teresa. You know that.
Oh, thank you, God, and everybody.
Are you ready to go see your kitchen?
I am.
All right.
I'm gonna cook you guys something.
So many children of hoarders wish that they could save their mom or dad's life, and this time it happened. Jay stepped up to the plate and said, I want my mom to live.
Oh, my best.
I am so happy with the final result. There has been more growth and healing over the past 24 hours than there have been in the last 13 years.
I didn't think I'd be thrilled at all, but I am so thrilled. I already feel my life coming back. My heart is just swelling. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's practically flooding here, but the rain will not deter us.
Here we are. I want to give you guys the opportunity to share what you're really feeling.
My mom is so full of the hoard, there's no room in her head to care about us.
And that has been the basis of most of your anger, I think,
Yes, it is.
over the years.
That's it, right there.
Your daughter needs to know that you're concerned not just about your health and your hoard, but about them. That's what they're pleading with you for.
The thing is, we gotta forget the past and start today as the rest of your life.
Yes.
And love each other and try to get along better.
Thanks.
I'm glad that I told her how I felt. I don't think it did any good, but at least I said what I needed to say. Tell me when you think.
Thank you.
It's a big comforter, but smell it. I'm letting you make the decision.
Your daughter has enough confidence in you to make a good decision to show that to you.
I don't think it'll ever come clean. That smell's gonna be in there forever.
Okay, good decision.
Okay. I honestly think my mom is pretty right on today. Today's the first day she's ever thrown away anything. Trash.
I love what you're saying.
All right, well, listen, let's go inside, take a look. Let's feel good about, what we've done as a group.
Let's go. I can hardly wait.
All right.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Look at this. When I walked in my front door today, I was amazed.
Oh my goodness.
I could not believe what I saw. Everything looks wonderful. And these cabinets,
You can see the possibility again.
I'm hoping that this is the beginning of a new chapter of our lives.
without you, I probably would have went on thinking this is the end. I can't go any further. But with encouragement, this is what I've got.
I don't feel like now I have to report her to Adult Protective Services. That is lifted off my shoulders. I'm so happy.
Do you want to do a dance, Celeste?
I would love to do a dance for you, Grandma.
All right.
Today went wonderful. We were, as a family, inside her home together, which I've never experienced my entire life. That's more than I could ever ask for.
Love you, honey.
Who's the hoarder in the family? Both of you. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before in my life.
You put me in this position.
Jerry is slowing up the process.
You need to come to some reality here. You haven't used this stuff in 20-some years.
If we pick through it like this, you will lose your house tomorrow.
Are we going to move forward or do we walk?
Wow, there's a lot of Christmas here.
I love this room.
I can't even stand in this hall at all.
Keep.
I give up. Fighting a useless battle. I could end up getting gangrene and losing my foot.
Can you just tell us what's going on?
I just want a private moment.
My name is Jerry, and this is my house. People throw away a lot of things, but I don't. I got everything in there. Oh yeah, I'm a hoarder.
I'm Roger Stank, and I've been living in this house for over 50 years. I didn't think that I was a hoarder, but apparently I must be. If you look around and you see all this stuff around here, yes. I guess you could say I must have been a hoarder of some kind. But most of that stuff that's inside the house would more than likely be my wife's stuff.
Roger's more of a hoarder than I am. He brings the stuff, but he doesn't bring it in. He leaves it outside.
My wife has problem picking things up. She seems to more or less leave it wherever it is, and I have to kind of stumble over it and all that stuff.
I'm Jay, and Roger and Jerry are my parents. For as long as I can remember, my parents have had quite a bit of things. I've helped them clean many times, but the minute I left, a week or two later, it was all back, just different. It just kept coming back. It's almost like standing on a beach and trying to hold back a wave.
My name is Eric. I'm an inspector with the City of Milwaukee, Department of Neighborhood Services. At my first inspection of the property, I noted that the yard was filled to a height of between 6 and 10 feet with material. When I looked at the house closer, I could see second floor and first floor windows completely filled with material. And that gave me the idea the inside of the house might be as full as the yard was.
My wife received a courtesy phone call from someone that works for the city that they're going to come with the police department and they were going to come into the house.
They had the police department in the house, the building inspection department traipsing through and knocking things down.
Only 3 rooms in the house were accessible to me. The others were completely filled with debris, including the bathroom and the kitchen. These are basic necessities in a home, and they need to be accessible. I declared the property to be uninhabitable.
This here building inspector is a real hard ass. He is my God now. You get things, you put them away, it ends up on a pile. And sometimes the stuff in the pile, I don't even remember I had it. And I go buy something else. Go in dumpsters too, because you never know what you're gonna find in this dumpster. Sometimes you can eat pretty good. Otherwise, I can give it to the church, to the kids in the daycare school or the churches.
When I moved out, the change of structure of the family just gave them more time and more room to accumulate things. It just gradually got worse and got worse, and then it became what it is now.
My son is definitely angry about the conditions of the house. He hollered a lot at me. What kind of dinner did you want here, my dear?
Surprise me.
It's frustrating. It's like standing on a beach and holding up one grain of sand and arguing this grain of sand out when you know you've got to address every other grain of sand on that beach.
You can get used to anything, really. I mean, when you think about it, and you get used to not thinking about it.
It's almost like a feeling of hopelessness trying to get out of this situation.
I'm Anne, and I really love Christmas. It's just a lot of fun. People come over and they ooh and ah over your trees, and you take joy and pride in knowing that you did that. It's a creative thing. But we don't have people over for Christmas anymore. We can't because we have so much stuff.
I'm Scott, and Ann is my wife. This house is absolutely a disaster. It honestly looks like Christmas just threw up all over the house. I haven't taken down the decorations myself for, I'd say, roughly 7 or 8 years now. I can't get to them because of all the other stuff that is in the way. The kitchen is completely covered in boxes and mail and just debris. You can't use the bathroom downstairs. There's a path that goes through all the stuff that she's purchased in the house. It's horrible, and it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
I'm Charles, and Ann is my daughter. It's just clutter. It's just 2 pounds of in a 1 pound bag. I would guess that the vast majority of it is shower gels and lotions and the types of things that Ann would have purchased in the stores that she worked in.
I love shopping. Working at the mall, you're there. You don't have to drive anywhere to go shopping. You're already at the mall, and it just builds up. That's why it's so messy.
A hoarder working in a retail store in the mall is basically like an alcoholic working in a bar. She can't control herself. She has spent roughly $60,000, $70,000 easily on bath products and purses that are just sitting there in bags around the house. She just gets hysterical whenever I throw things out. She would go and get them out of the trash and bring them back in.
I do want to get it cleared out to a point, but I want to make sure that I keep what I want to at the same time, because it is my stuff, it is my house.
I feel like she's prioritizing her stuff over my health, that I should just watch where I'm going. I got up one night to go to the restroom, and I ended up stubbing my foot on her junk, and my foot hurt for over a week. With diabetes, you have poor circulation in all of your extremities, below the knee especially, which makes it very difficult to heal. If you get cut, it could potentially cause gangrene to set in, and at that point, you would have to end up having your foot amputated. And I told her that that's a potential hazard, but she just left the stuff.
I've cleared paths all down the stairs and through the hallways, and he's fine. And he's supposed to be wearing socks, and he walks around barefoot a lot, and he's not even supposed to in a clean house. He's supposed to be wearing socks. So he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. So he's putting himself at risk.
After I ended up stubbing my foot on her stuff, that was the final straw. I told Ann that if she didn't start cleaning up, that I was going to leave her. I can't live in that any longer. I can't take it anymore.
What happened here?
I don't know how to get in here. I'm exhausted.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Jerry?
Hi.
Dr. Zazio, nice to
Nice to
meet
meet
you.
you.
Roger.
Hello.
I'm Dr. Robin Zazio. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in OCD and hoarding disorder. When I look around, this is not a matter of organizing and cleaning up. There's way too much stuff. Who's the hoarder in the family?
Both of us.
Both of you. This is a little bit of an unusual situation. More commonly, I'm working with one person in a home that's struggling with hoarding disorder. In this case, I've got 2 hoarders. Do you access this stuff? It's completely covered up and doesn't seem like you can get to it.
Happens to be 2 cars right here.
There's 2 cars here?
Yes.
So, Roger, am I hearing you say that this is mainly your stuff out here?
I would probably say the majority of the stuff will be mine, yes.
It appears as though Roger is the outside hoarder and Jerry is the inside hoarder. So at this point, Jerry, can you take me into the house?
Yes.
Okay,
sure.
great. Oh, Jerry, you weren't kidding when you said this was full. Their house is one of the most extreme cases I've ever seen. It had the most narrow pathways of any home I have ever walked through. Wow, Jerry, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before in my life.
I don't know what you're stepping on, and I don't want it wrecked. We should have cleaned it up and put it in that room there so you could walk.
Listen, I know this is hard for you.
Yeah, it's doubly hard.
This is the problem, is that coming in here to try to get this in order, it's likely that some things are gonna get damaged. Are we able to get into the kitchen area?
Be my guest.
I'm gonna squeeze by you. I'll be very careful.
You guys are making me look really bad. You really are.
Jerry got very emotional when we were in the kitchen. She was starting to feel shameful, embarrassed. But Jerry, all of this stuff in here, no one else put this in here. You put this.
I know I put it in here. I don't know what anymore. I just don't know.
This is your one and only chance. You realize that, right?
Yes, I realize it.
Okay. Our biggest struggle in the cleanup is going to be with Jerry. I'm really worried about her ability to handle this process emotionally.
I told Ann that if she was not going to clean up, that I was going to end up just leaving. I'm at my wit's end. I can't take it anymore.
I'm Dr. Michael Tompkins, and I specialize in the treatment of hoarding disorder.
Scott?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Dr. Michael Tompkins.
Nice to meet you.
Ann?
Hi.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Tompkins. It's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This is our family room. This is the living room and dining room combo.
Wow, there's a lot of Christmas here.
Yes. This is one of my more pride and joys.
Scott, anything else about this
I
room?
love this room.
You love this room.
I do.
And Scott, do you love this room?
Not anymore. It's just a large headache.
He just sees bags and Christmas.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah, well, that's
all
yeah.
he sees.
When I start a conversation with Scott, Anne quickly comes in. She monopolizes the conversational space where it's very difficult for Scott to assert himself. What's it like for you?
I've given up.
You've just given up. It's hopeless.
It is.
For Scott, when he's home, he looks at it as he shouldn't have to do anything time. And so when I would do stuff after work, he wouldn't always want to participate. He wants to go play on his computer.
Listen to what I'm saying. When I talk about what the feelings are that are going on here, you kind of do the other side. What I'd like you to do is just to listen to this.
I've gone with the flow really well so far. I want you to know
great.
that.
You're doing great. It's so difficult for me to actually have a conversation with Scott when Anne is there, so I thought it made sense for me to talk with him alone, so we went up to his computer room. So sorry I'm stepping on things.
No, that's all right.
Wow. You're in shorts, and I'm noticing kind of like some bruises and things like that.
Right. I just have to watch where I'm going and keep something on my feet so that I don't step on anything, because that could just be catastrophic to a diabetic.
Scott is type 1 diabetic. The risk for him is not the injury itself. The risk for him is that it won't heal and he could lose a limb. If we can't solve this problem, I'm really, really concerned about Scott's safety.
My hopes are that the house goes back to a livable condition, and at the very least, what I recall from growing up.
All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist. I mean, I've done over 2,000 houses now in my career, and this is top 5 most full houses I've ever seen. This is from the city. It is our directive of what we have to clean up, all right? Item by item. My ultimate goal is to get the yard cleaned and then get in the house and have a 3-foot pathway from door to door. That is the bare minimum standard of living that the city will approve.
Okay, fine.
All right, everybody, we ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. So far, it's going very well. We have filled an entire dumpster in the first hour.
Look at that.
50 years of acquiring of stuff suddenly in a dumpster on its way to be thrown away. What do you think about that?
Amazing how they can do all that work.
Roger, he's willing to do everything he needs to get back into this home. Jerry, on the other hand,
No, wait, honey.
is slowing up the process.
Let me keep that. I gotta put that on my bed. Yeah, looks like I got all kinds of things in here.
She's picking up every single item.
I'll keep this. I'll keep this.
'Cause I need to tell you pretty much 99% of that needs to go. Remember, this whole thing has to be swept clean for you to keep this house. Like, everything.
Here, we can get rid of this. Here.
Jerry, can we throw this away?
No, different bag.
It's wet and it has rat droppings on it.
It doesn't have rat droppings, it's just moldy.
Now it has mold on it, and
Yeah,
you're
I
touching
know
it
what
with
that-
your bare
yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put the garbage in the bag.
This is pretty cool, though.
Jerry, we can't go at this pace. There's no way. She still could not grasp that if she doesn't pick up the pace, there's no way we are going to get through the side yard. Can this bucket go?
I didn't look in the bottom. I don't know what the hell's on the bottom.
Okay, so what happens when you lose the house on Tuesday?
I hope I don't.
But I'm telling you, you're going to.
At this rate, you're going to.
Do what you want to do. I don't care.
Jerry, we know this is hard for you.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do, but we're trying to develop a system that's gonna get your house back. As gentle as I was with her,
A lot of knitting, a lot of other things in here.
I'm not getting anywhere.
Yeah, I'm hurrying through them.
You need to come to some reality here. You haven't used this stuff in 20-some years. You don't know it was there. If you not seen it, you wouldn't even missed it. And you think you're gonna live to be
I
150.
just feel like walking away right now. That's what I'm to that point.
I cut myself on the clutter a lot, and it's very scary because that could just be catastrophic to a diabetic.
If we can't solve this problem for you, are you going to stay in this environment?
No, I'll probably end up moving out. I'm absolutely tired of it.
Well, hopefully, we're going to make the house safer for you.
I sure hope so.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Standalyn Robertson, a certified professional organizer. I'd like to start in this room. Tell me what I'm going to find.
Purses and beauty products. And the Christmas, obviously.
Okay. The harder you work, the more we can get done.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. What I'm seeing is a compulsive shopper.
Thank you.
I mean, to have a house so filled with perfume, lotions, makeup, clothes, that's all impulsiveness. None of this is stuff that you even need to survive. This is all luxury. So why don't you just start making decisions of what can have new homes to make someone else happy?
Keep.
I thought the plan was you were going to tell me what could go.
Keep.
Just tell me the ones that are going.
Donate that.
How do the donates feel? Does it feel good?
No.
Why does it feel hard?
Because it's brand new product and I spent my hard-earned money to buy it.
Is it fair to say when you bought it, you didn't need it?
I still like it, and it might be a good deal.
Is it a good deal? If you can't walk in your house, is it still a good deal?
No, not if you put it like that.
Well, that's the way I want you to think. Is it a good deal if it smells sweet and looks good, but it's in the middle of my relationship?
Yeah.
If you don't absolutely love it, it can't stay. What's unique about this job? It's so many little things. We're talking about thousands of bottles. It would take her years to go through that. Unless she turns over some of the decisions, we won't get this done.
Keep.
Reality setting in to a point.
I don't think we're going to ever do any more knitting in our lifetime.
I don't care. You don't tell me what I'm going to do.
Oh, I'm not trying to tell you what to do.
Want your tape, Raj?
Jerry's primary defense mechanism is to blame Roger for her current situation.
You put me in this position. I don't give a shit anymore.
Necessarily did I put you in this position. We could not continue to live the way we've been doing anyhow.
Really? You finally realized that?
Yeah.
Really? Well, congratulations, buddy. 50-year marriage gone to hell? And now I gotta go through this.
Jerry's in a lot of pain right now.
House. I feel like just giving it up. Honest to God, I do.
Based on what happened today, I have a really bad feeling about what's going to happen tomorrow.
All right, beginning of day 2. We're on track outside. Inside, we need to get through the hallway, through the kitchen, to the family room by end of day today. There's 4,000 more of these boxes in there. And if I go through it like this, I'm not gonna be able to clean your house out.
That's an antique.
We'll pick it up, Roger, don't worry.
Believe it or not.
Jerry, look at me. If we pick through it like this, one-on-one, we will not finish your house. It's not possible. You will lose your house tomorrow. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Y'all need to make a decision. Do you want to let us take over and some stuff that you like is absolutely going to get thrown away? That's absolutely what's going to happen. But we'll have a chance to save the house. You have to let me throw stuff away that you're not even going to see. You're going to have to trust that I'm pulling this stuff out. Here's the deal. We've got to stop picking and start tossing. That's what we're at. It is your choice. I can do my job or not do my job. If I'm not going to do my job, I'm going to pull my crew.
Have them go ahead and do their job.
The decision is here. Are we going to move forward, let Matt's crew do their job, or do we walk?
I want all of this stuff just gone. All of it.
Okay.
This is a nightmare.
Okay.
Absolute nightmare.
No kicking or throwing. Let's do it.
I can't even stand in this hall at all. Not without standing on something.
Scott's been a lot more emotional today. He was so angry. He was like shaking. One of the things that became really clear through this process is how dangerous this house is for Scott. This is the bathroom that you use?
Yeah, this is what I deal with. It's dangerous.
And what does an injury mean to you? Like because of the type 1 diabetes?
If I cut my foot, I could end up getting gangrene and losing my foot, and I have to have my foot amputated.
Does Ann know that?
She knows, but she just has so much stuff. It's such a waste. $30 bottle of lotion. Wow. Okay. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them right, just 5 of them right there. I mean.
That whole rack had thousands and thousands of dollars.
Oh, easily.
Okay, I have someone all lined up to take it, okay?
Okay, all right.
Be really careful.
I got it. Yep.
They have so much stuff in their house that it is sucking the life out of the family. In order to pull off a project of this magnitude, we need Ann to give us decisions we can make without her. We have to get this done. And I need you to help me figure out what that strategy is. What's our plan?
The tubs that are upstairs that have all the old stuff that we emptied out,
Right.
we're dumping all of it. Once she fills those up, all the other stuff just goes.
With the bath stuff, yeah, candles don't go there.
She's gonna get 1 box of candles, and then once that box is full, done. I wanna be able to walk in front of my bed, and I don't want the Christmas trees gone.
Okay.
I want them gone.
And you're okay with filling the box and being done with it?
Can you just give me a minute, please? Please.
Can you just tell us what's going on?
I just want a private moment, please, okay?
Let Matt do his job so that we can save your house for you.
This is real, man. Like, this is not a joke. You've taken this as far as it can go. This is the last chance.
Do what you want to do. I don't give a
Okay, Roger?
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Okay, we'll take that as a yes on both fronts.
Yes, give it a shot.
All right, let's do it, guys. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to save your house now.
Oh, wait a minute. I seen something. of the jewelry on the floor underneath the papers, guys. I don't know how it got there, but it's there. And walked on and stepped on and...
She keeps bending over, picking things up.
There's jewelry on the floor that was stepped on. All kinds of stuff like that stepped on.
She's just all over the place, totally distracted.
Oh, boy. We got lots of goodies here.
She's slowing up the process. What she's not grasping is we have lost countless valuable hours. Look at how far we have to go, Jerry. And at the pace we're going, that's why we've been trying to explain that we're kind of behind the 8 ball right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you know why we're pushing you is because we want to get some success.
Here's another antiques.
We're really only about 8 feet into the house. There's just so much more to do. Tomorrow, I'm just gonna have to push her and get her to a point where she has to make the decision. Either I let Matt do everything or I lose the house.
This was clean when I left here last night.
No, it wasn't. Come on. You're good.
Yeah.
All right. If I leave here and you now have hope, then we're good, all right? I'm trying to get in your head that, hey, you actually could have a happy life.
Okay, you see that
Possibly.
bottle right there?
Stop. Are you listening to what I'm saying?
Oh, they're shoveling it in the bag.
No.
Yes,
All right.
they are.
We're sifting it first and then...
Y'all just keep doing what you're doing. You gotta let them work. We gave this every ounce of energy we had. You know, we honestly didn't get a lot done inside the house. We got about 15 feet into the kitchen. I got fought with constantly by Jerry. We did what we could. Is it enough to keep this house? I don't know.
Ready? Can I get a private minute, please?
Can you just tell us what's going on?
I just want a private moment, please, okay?
Ann.
All you care about is that your path is clear. I hope you're happy.
It's still not clear. All that Christmas stuff, it gets in the way.
Too damn bad. I'm not getting rid of it.
Oh, jeez.
You can't build Rome in a day, and there's stuff I'm keeping.
This is one of the main goals
Yes.
of this
Yes.
project, is to get the trees down.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
What will that mean to you?
Freedom from Christmas. Taking down the Christmas tree was absolutely phenomenal. I'm so glad to see the house without Christmas. It feels like an actual house again.
This is staying. That's a nutcracker candle. I bought it to go with that candle holder.
And no more candles.
No, that's for decor. It's nutcracker.
I'm very aggravated. I set her guidelines. You get 1 box of candles, and now she's saying that she wants to keep other candles, which is just defeating the purpose.
I want that.
You upset?
Yeah, it's very aggravating.
So that's a snapshot of what you're going to be experiencing. This is an opportunity with our support for you to practice asserting yourself, you know,
Yeah.
insisting she let it go.
Yeah.
All right? Okay.
The candle, it needs to go.
No, that candle's staying. I gave up the other candles that were sitting there. No. No.
I give up. Fighting a useless battle.
It's okay. You did okay.
At this point, I'd like to throw the candle across the room, but...
The other thing you could do is you could say, look, this isn't about the candle. This is about our relationship. And if you care about our relationship, you'll let go of that candle.
Okay. All right.
Okay, here he comes asking about the candle again.
Maybe the two of you can not talk about the thing a little bit. Maybe the two of you can talk about what's going on in between the two of you. I mean, how are you feeling about Ann's choices?
It does affect our relationship. It does, with all the stuff.
That's been said, so I don't think one can't. I think you're getting hung up on something.
Okay. All right.
Are we agreed?
We're agreed.
Okay.
I'm trying to get Scott to actually assert himself, and he just couldn't do it. If he's not able to set limits around her stuff, he's not going to be able to manage his safety in that house.
Hi, I'm Eric. Good to meet you, man. Thanks for coming. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's check it out. All right. And I'm going to walk him through the area that we cleaned first. I want to make the biggest impact that I can. I want him to see, hey, man, we really have taken 20,000 pounds out of this property. And this was all wood and stuff stuck under tarps.
Very narrow pathway that one could barely walk
Yeah,
down.
I think it was here was where the pathway was. So we're cleared all the way to the fence now.
And
We
it
hustled.
is so much more than what it was.
Let's head in there and we'll check out the kitchen.
Wow, it's a lot more paper than I remembered.
I know Eric sees the work we've done, but you get rid of the trash and now you see the damage that the trash has done to the property.
All the rat feces that you've uncovered in here floors me.
Just to put it in perspective, this is a very big rat.
Yes. I mean, none of this was actually apparent when I was through the first time. It is actually worse now.
Did we pass anything code-wise?
Unsanitary conditions, still unsanitary. Restoring the means of egress. Although we can get to the back door, the front door is still an issue. Still have an incredible amount of combustible waste. Clearly uninhabitable by humans. I wouldn't want an animal living in here.
I wouldn't want my pet in here.
Right. No, this is horrible.
It's now time for me to sit with the family and let them know what their options are. The bad news is every single thing on the code, we failed.
What?
The entire inside of the house is full.
This situation is incredibly tragic. We're going to provide aftercare for this family. They can go together and they can go separately to work on their own hoarding behaviors and what's contributing to it.
My hopes for my mom and dad are that we can get them into a good place where they can live a normal life and don't have to worry about any inspector issues and pretty much take it from there.
Staying at this house should not be an option. You guys need to be out of here, period.
There's nothing wrong with that structure, nothing wrong with that building, other than the fact that it's just got a lot of things in it that it shouldn't have had in it.
This family needs to strategically stop, pivot, and do something new. The plan of trying to out-clean and get ahead of the city, that will never work here. I'm sorry for you, but I do want you in a better place. And this is not a better place.
I want to continue cleaning it out. I still have to live here. It's my house.
I thought we were taking Christmas down.
Yeah.
Is this what I think it is?
No.
How we're gonna, yeah, it is. It's a candle. Things are not going as we expected. So Dr. Tompkins and I really need to come up with a plan B for Scott. I want to give you your own room, your own bed that's safe with a clear path.
We want to give you a place to defend.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
From
great.
the stuff.
That sounds great.
Okay.
I love that idea.
All right. So it's really important
Yeah.
for you to kind of stand your ground. You're not asking for a lot here.
I'm not. That's not too much to ask to be
No.
able to have a space.
Right.
Bust a move.
All right, let's do it. We're going to give him his own room. At least he'll be safe there. But the battle for him is going to be the relentless protection of that room from Ann's stuff. His life depends upon him asserting himself and protecting himself in this home.
We're at the end of the day. Our team has done a pretty good job of clearing some space.
Yes.
So right now, just having the freedom to walk through the house, that's the luxury that you have now.
I think it looks great.
It looks
Especially
great now.
Right now.
Yeah. There's only one concern, and that is the amount of stuff that's out on the lawn.
This is stuff that I either need to go through in my own time or I want to keep.
So is the plan that we'll just have paths on the first floor?
It may be. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Enjoy this for a few minutes, and then I will bring in a team to fill it back up. At the end of the day, it wasn't a total success, but I feel like we've created some space for Scott. If he feels empowered to be in charge of that space, who knows what will happen in the future as he gets his voice.
I'm very disappointed to see the stuff that went outside coming back in, but I'm gonna stay. I feel safe in the house now. There is actually a clear path for me to be able to go to the bathroom, for me to be able to go to bed and get up in the morning without hitting anything or stepping on her junk. And I won't let her take over the house like she has done before. She will not do this again.
Thanks for being a fan of Hoarders, and subscribe to A&E for more videos and click the links around me to watch more.